misfits and dope addicts are here.
Allie in Roy was very worried. She said, "Is Ray okay? He's
He's
fine.
He's just fine.
He's
How
just
about
fine."
Dave?
They're both fine.
Okay.
Apparently, they're recording together.
Oh.
That's the rumor.
But on this day, in 1970, the Kinks' Ray Davies was forced to make a 6,000-mile round trip from New York to London to record one word in a song. Davis had to change the word Coca-Cola, which you heard
Which we
right
played.
there,
That's on the album version.
Yeah.
to Cherry Cola on the band's forthcoming single Lola due to an advertising ban on BBC Radio.
It was the Beeb that did that, eh?
Apparently, man, you go away for a couple of days and you come back and your stuff's all messed up.
Yeah.
Well, you can blame Todd and Nick. They
Look,
both
I
sat
mean,
over there.
Look at, I just noticed, there's no muff on my microphone.
Oh, really?
I think it's over there. I think I
think,
just spotted it out of the
yeah,
corner.
it's right there.
But it's over. But
Put it back.
I'll
Put
get
things back. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, thanks, Carrie. I appreciate that.
Todd never puts things back.
No, he doesn't. It's.
I come in here and the board after a Todd shift is
you go.
just all over the place.
Anyway, terrific song, and it's very straightforward.
Yeah.
There's no mystery to it.
It's kind of a Pride Month song too.
Sure.
Kind
It's
of.
boys will be girls and girls will be boys,
Yeah.
and who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Ray said, I think it was his manager, was at a club and he was dancing with this, what to Ray was obviously a trans person. Mm-hmm. The manager was besotted with this person and they were dancing all night. And Ray said, "Come on, don't you see the stubble on his chin?" And he said, "Yes, but I don't care.
Don't care.
I don't care."
Yep.
So he and Dave wrote. It's interesting that I didn't realize how they wrote songs pretty much together.
A lot of them, yeah.
They'd like Dave would sort of come up with the music and Ray would come up with the lyrics. And you said they're recording together again like it's a big deal.
That's the rumor. Yeah.
Just because of
it's
so
been a
much
while.
time.
It's been, 30 years, I think, since the Kinks.
Really?
Yeah,
I
since
didn't
the
know
two of
that
them
long.
have recorded together, 25, 30 years.
Ah.
So but that's a rumor. I've got no substantiation. I follow several Kinks fan accounts, and Dave hasn't said anything about it. I follow him, but the fan accounts say that they're recording.
They're quite elderly now, I think,
Yes.
aren't they?
Speaking of Lola, and coming up with Frank Christ Presents, the prize will be tickets to Lola Young coming to the Union in November. So we'll just keep Lola going for the 6 o'clock hour. Don't call now. That's for Frank Christ.
I know the
later.
person that won those tickets yesterday was very excited.
Yeah, I guess her biggest hit is Messy.
Yes, it is. It's very messy.
And I can't play it.
Is it naughty?
It's got naughties.
It could very well be naughty.
Yes.
So I go away for time. Missed 2 days on the radio.
Well, 3 days.
Oh, 3 days, yeah. And I come back, and not only are things askew, but I see this, and I know you guys talked about this. GOP lawmaker threatens significant legislation after
He won
Mammoth
the boner yesterday.
After Mammoth Jazz celebrate Pride Month. Apparently, there's a rainbow mastodon.
Mammoth.
Mammoth. Isn't that the same thing?
No, I don't think.
Anyway, so there was a rainbow sort of styled, so that the hockey team shows support for Pride, and Trevor Lee is an ass with an H on it. He's an ass hat is what he is, and he's threatening all this stuff. And then I see a headline that says Spencer Cox silent on Pride Month.
Yeah. Coward.
Silent on Pride Month. In the past, always, a word of support, a word of, but now,
He's been more than supportive in the past. He's done historically lots of good things for the LGBTQ community.
I've done enough for them.
He's completely silent.
I mean,
now.
he dedicated Harvey Milk
He did.
Boulevard.
Yep.
He sat down with LGBTQ kids and talked to them and came out and said,
close
we need
enough to
listen
almost touch
Yeah,
them.
we need to listen to these kids.
But-
I don't know where that Spencer Cox went.
I do, to the dark side.
Yep. Exactly.
That's where he
It
went.
makes me sad.
The last word I had with him was on a bus in Mexico, and I said, I just don't understand. And he said, "Well, it's very difficult to be a member of my party right now."
Well, then why don't
and
you
I would
leave
say,
your party?
get out of it. Get the hell out.
Why don't you do the right thing and get out, or change it from within?
Yeah. Well, that's what he would say he's trying to do. I bet. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into, but I just saw those two headlines this morning, and it just pissed me off.
Oh yeah.
So, hi.
Trevor Lee is a horrible person.
Yes, he is. And he won the boner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And he's loving all the attention he's
sure.
getting right now. Probably. He loves it.
So everything went okay here while I was gone. I understand that I'm a little disappointed. I understand you had cake while I was gone. I heard about having cake. Why is there no cake left at all?
You can't expect that cake to last.
Well, Todd ate your piece. If you had been here, you would have eaten it. There were 2 pieces of the Prantles.
Yeah.
From Sue's birthday. So.
Well, I felt bad that I missed the cake.
I was surprised that he ate the cake, frankly.
Well, Todd's a picky eater, as am I, and I think only I could have convinced him to try it.
You have a child's taste. He has a toddler's taste.
but what? It's cake.
Yeah.
Why would there be any reservation about cake?
There's nuts on it.
For some people, that's a deal breaker.
They look burnt to me.
They're nuts on it.
They're burnt.
For some people, and that's why I'm here to let those people know. Let me blaze the trail, picky eaters.
Gina, you could have said to Todd, "Let's wrap that piece of cake up. Bill will have it on Tuesday."
I know Bill would enjoy it.
Bill will eat it on Tuesday, even if it's a little stale. He'll just have some milk with it to make it fine.
No, he actually really liked it.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Well, of course he did.
He wolfed it right down.
It's delicious.
Mm-hmm. And then yesterday, I was at the dentist. God bless Dr. Carroll, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Did he find a piece of burnt almond between your teeth?
No. So Ashley, who's always there, she's like, "Tell me the name of that cake place again."
Oh, okay.
So I gave it to her. But Dr. Carroll, so I have a implant.
Yeah.
Which is a painful procedure.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Carroll did it really quickly, and he's like, "Now I'm going to send you home." And he drew a graph for me. He's like, "Here's how your pain's going to go. About 30 minutes after you leave here, it's going to be a 7.
It'll spike.
You're going to be so take your pain pill as soon as you can when you leave this office." And then he said, like 4 hours after that, it's going to go down, and you're going to be worried. You're going to say, "It's coming back. It's going to go." And he said, and it won't. And he was spot on. He's like, "You're going to hurt really bad here, and then you're going to be." And like I took an Advil this morning. I feel
You're lucky. I can't take pain pills. I just they're
at all.
Yeah, I'm allergic to them. They make me itch mightily. So I drink.
Even Advil, though.
No, you can take an Advil.
I can take. I can take. Well, I can't take ibuprofen anymore.
That's Advil.
I have to take acetaminophen. Yeah, Tylenol, and it really doesn't work very well.
Tylenol does not.
It doesn't work very well.
It works on some people.
Yeah,
but he gave me 5 of the good ones.
That's why I drink.
Just 5, and I took one, and I probably don't need the rest of it. But I definitely needed that one. Like when I was driving home from the pharmacy, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it home.
I'll bet you could sell them.
No. God.
You could.
You mean your kids didn't drive you? One of your kids?
No, because I forgot.
Or the husband?
You forgot?
No,
you forgot you were going to the dentist?
No, I mean, I forgot how I would feel at the end of it. I wasn't thinking. But
all right.
That's so unlike you.
But just to bring it back to the cake.
Yes.
The cake, people were still wanting to know about the cake. So.
All right.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96, Radio from Hell.
Well, okay then. Let's take a break, shall we, huh? Mm-hmm. We'll take a break and we'll come back with your check-ins if you have a mind to do that. 877-602-9696 is the number. You can call and check in with the Radio from Hell show. Also, you can text us if you'd like to do it that way. That's 33986.
Retire with Jim.
I'd love to.
Today? You want to
right
do it
this minute, I'd retire with Jim. I've met Jim. We've all met Jim.
Yes.
He knows what he's talking about. Don't try and arrange your retirement yourself.
No.
You need somebody like Jim who you can trust and who is great at this kind of thing. Every person has a different, unique financial situation. Planning your retirement is something that should be strategized to fit your personal needs, and everybody's kind of different. I know that I've been planning my retirement with a specialist for years, and Jim is a really great guy to do it with. Now, you can set up a free session with our friend Jim. He's local and he does good work. You just hit up retirewithjim.com/x96. That's retirewithjim.com/x96. You'll have a free session with Jim. Do it now. You will thank us later. Retirewithjim.com.
X986.
6:21. Let's get this over with.
That comic drop was a little too
on the
nose. Yeah. It made me,
Made your tired ache?
Yeah, it did. It made as my mother used to say, you make my tired ache. All right, let's get this thing going, shall we? We'll go to your check-ins in just a second. You can call us, 877-602-9696, or text us if you like, 33986. Gina, do we have a sponsor here?
Experience the Utah Arts Festival June 19th to the 22nd in Library Square, featuring legendary performers including Leftover Salmon, Robert Randolph, Souls of Mischief, Grammy nominee MV Caldera. Get tickets now at uaf.org.
The moon is 53.7% of full. It's a waxing gibbous moon. The moon will rise today at 1:52 p.m. Today being Tuesday. It's the 3rd day of June in the year of our Lord, Jesus Christ, 2025. And this is another all-new, fully electric episode of the Radio from Hell show, starring the Lords of Morning Radio. It's the electric Kerry Jackson.
Fully electric?
Fully electric.
All right.
I'm fully electric Bill Allred. There she is, charged up and ready to go. The electric Gina Barberi. Katie, for short, is our electric producer. And who's in there helping out today? Oh, it's Winston. Winston is in there.
Hi, Tanner.
When does Tanner get? Did Tanner get here?
And Vax the dog as well.
Oh yeah,
there he is.
There he
Hi,
is.
Vax. Yep. All right, check-ins now.
All right, let's begin with. Is it Adam? Adam.
Yes. Hi, Adam.
Good morning. Thanks for letting me listen. Geek Show says hey.
Hey.
And Gina,
Yes,
you are the wind beneath our wings.
I tried.
Oh yeah. What's up, Adam?
So I was wondering, have any of you guys watched the Pee Wee Herman documentary?
I did.
I started watching it last night and watched about 45 minutes of it.
What'd you think, Carrie?
I finished it. It was good.
Was it sad?
Kind of.
You kind of know, because even from the beginning, when you're looking at him, you can tell that he's not well.
But the guy
he's very heavily made up.
But the guy that was making the documentary, apparently he had
Didn't know.
idea.
Yeah, nobody knew.
You would think at least he would have known
No.
what was happening.
No.
What'd you think, Adam?
I loved it. There were some things about Paul Rubens I did not know that kind of surprised me, but when I look back, I'm like, yeah.
It's sad how he was railroaded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But comparatively, all the different scandals that have come since then, his pales in
and how he had to
comparison.
live
Yeah.
in the closet.
No, it ruined his career.
Yeah.
Ruined his career.
It was interesting to me, and again, I just watched the first, 40 minutes of it or something, to see him just doing Pee Wee Herman as kind of a stand-up. Mm-hmm. It was pretty funny, pretty good. He was clearly onto something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, is
Thanks,
that it?
Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Let's see. Sketchy Blake of Ogden checking in. We still don't have a follow-up on the polar bear, Blake.
Email
Oh,
us,
listen.
Blake.
Oh,
Or
no.
unless- Oh, you have one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You got
I have an epic email.
Let's do that at
from
8:45.
Sketchy Blake.
We have an opening there.
It's so epic, I may have to edit it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Texter says, I hate it when my muff is missing.
That might
Yeah.
be my sign-off
Yeah.
today.
It
Right
is
wing-
terrible.
Right wing Wade checking in. Mixer driver Shane.
Can you imagine having your fart stuck and your muff missing at the same time?
I don't know how you'd go on.
Be awful.
Is Trevor Lee related to Mike Lee?
No.
No.
Well-
I don't think so.
I think they'd call each other brothers. Mike in Nashville checking in. Willing the show to continue.
That's what it's going to take, by the way.
Yeah. Richard, who's not a dick, checking in. Bay Area Mixer Driver checking in. Zane of Dallas checking in. My nephew Riley is 21 today. Remember when you were 21?
No, I don't.
It's my birthday. I'll be 22 today. Emmett, the pool guy,
Happy
checking
birthday.
in. Park worker Nathan checking in. Yeah, we're going to play Lola Young here in a sec to remind you of the tickets that we're giving away. My son, who is gay, got married over the weekend. It was the most beautiful wedding ceremony I've ever witnessed. I could not be happier for them.
I went to the biggest, gayest wedding of all in Chicago, and because it was gay theater people.
Oh, well, that's over the top.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome back, Bill. Jocelyn from Sandy.
Thank you.
Levi in Coachella Valley checking in. Rye from Orem checking in. Retired Johnny checking in from SLC. Midvale's Rousdower checking in. Ella the Nanny checking in. Dan of Evanston. Taco Tuesday has a whole new meaning now. HVAC Scott of Vineyard. Happy Pride. Also, with the hot water, remember, most home AC can only reduce the outdoor temperature 20 degrees reliably. Don't overwork your system.
Okay.
Let's see. Michaela Verino, welcome back, Bill.
Thank you.
Johnny B checking in, listening while killing a few minutes, waiting for the lab to open for a blood test I gots to do. Meg the musician checking in. Calvin from the Dell checking in. Troy of Riverton. Tim the tree guy. Kilroy was here. Tristan of the most west of Jordans checking in. Happy Pride. Batchman Justin. Woodworker Willie. Kelly from the center of the Vills checking in. Hate it when my muff is missing the original title for Hedvig and the Angry Inch. Perry City listener checking in. Welcome back, Bill. All of Perry missed you.
They asked
The entire
everybody,
town.
and
They polled people. And
Yeah. Chef Roy checking in. Welcome back. Let's see. We'll play Lola Young next, so you can be familiar with the tickets we're giving away. Traffic, please, Gina.
Right Wing Wade checked in from I-15, both lanes and directions moving smoothly. Thanks, Wade. Midvale's Rousdower checking in I-215 northbound and the 201 looking normal. I rely on you, Infiniteam, to let me know what you're seeing out there, because UDOT, not so reliable. You guys tell me what's what. Do that via text at 33986. Business owners, do you owe $15,000 or more on employment taxes and don't know what to do? McClure and Stewart, your local trusted tax attorneys. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
Just to call back to mammoths and mastodons. They are extinct relatives of elephants, but they are different species. Mastodons are generally shorter and stockier than mammoths with straighter tusks.
Okay.
Glad we cleared that up.
All right, we will take a break, play a song, and after that song, it's Big Boy News and Opinioendo, and Frank Christ presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine, the Dead Celebrity Game coming up. We'll explain how to play what you'll win on the way. Utah Pride Center.
We will be there at the parade on Sunday, so look for us there. But everything starts Saturday, June 7th.
With the march.
At the Utah State Capitol, in partnership with Equality Utah, the Pride Rally starts at 10 a.m. at the State Capitol and concludes with the march down State Street, ending 2 blocks away from the festival.
And then the Pride Festival Day 1. The gates open at 11, Washington Square Park. Lots of music, entertainment, food, beverages, performances by Cupcake. Tickets are available at utahpride.org. And then the parade is on Sunday, starts at 10 a.m., the largest parade in the state. They're declaring it.
It has been.
Yes. Starting point is 100 South and West Temple. For the full parade route, go to utahpride.org.
Yeah, it slightly changes all the time, so I would check before you go stake out your spot.
And then on day 2, let's see, Festival Day 2 goes from noon to 7 p.m. David Archuleta.
Utah's own.
Sunday at 4 p.m., Washington Square Park. Tickets are available at utahpride.org. Always a great time. Always a great time. utahpride.org. Go and get your tickets.
Well, the Republicans are really after me.
Me too. I'm getting him too.
Well, are you getting this? Again,
they want me to run for office?
This is the third time they've sent me a text.
Really?
Utah Republican Chairman Rob Axon here, it says, our party needs your help. Mm-hmm. No Republican has filed a run against Democrat incumbent Jen Daly Prevost for the state house. January 8th at 5 p.m. is the deadline to file at the Salt Lake County Clerk's office, and we cannot let the Democrat run unopposed. Mm-hmm. Will you answer the call and serve? See the district map here.
I got it for Brian King.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A GOP chairman, Rob Axon, says, our party needs your help. Me, Gina Barberi. Brian King is not running again, and no Republican has filed to run for the open seat in State House District 23.
It seems that I think I also got something from the Democrat, Jen Daly Prevost, saying, I can't find it now, saying that she would really appreciate my financial support. Now, I don't know why.
Okay, that's
well,
different.
you're a registered Republican.
I don't know. I don't know why she would send that to me. I'm not giving her any money. I'm a Republican.
Did you see there's a woman and a Democrat that's filed to run for Mitt Romney's seat yesterday?
I didn't see that.
Yes.
She's, let me find that.
And what, so did anybody file to run against Jen Daly Prevost?
I don't know. Let's see.
Now, as registered Republicans, don't we get to vote in this upcoming thing?
Yeah, they're having...
Or do we have to go somewhere?
We might have to go somewhere, so I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
It's a presidential preference poll or something.
Yeah.
World-renowned ski mountaineer, environmental activist running for Utah's open Senate seat. Her name's Caroline Gleich. I should probably figure out how to say that. She's running for Mitt Romney's seat.
Yeah, I did see that. And she's a Democrat?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
She got my vote.
Well,
I don't need to know anything.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm a Republican. I can't vote for her.
Sure. No, Bill, you can.
You can.
See, in this state, you have to be a registered Republican to vote in the Republican primaries and things, but Democrats will take anybody. You don't have to be a registered Democrat.
And that's why I'm a Republican, because I'm picky.
And today's the last day you can register as a Republican to vote
I think it was... Oh, yeah, today is the last day.
Yeah,
today. If you have a mind to register. I was thinking of changing back to Democrat, but I just didn't want to go. I lost the paper that said how to do it, and so I don't care. I mean, it doesn't make a whole never mind of difference, really.
It does make a difference because you can vote in primaries. If you would like a say in who wins office here in the state of Utah, you have to be a registered Republican.
Gina, the Republicans that I would vote for, which I did, are too liberal in the Republican Party to ever win.
Well,
it doesn't make a difference.
Well, the GOP is now all extremists. There is no what I keep hearing mainstream Republicans. That term doesn't apply anymore.
That's why I want to go back to. I think I should go back to being a Democrat and just fight the good fight.
All of the mainstream Republicans are quitting or retiring Mitt Romney, you know? So,
I don't know how this presidential, I think it's in March, the Republican...
Presidential preference.
Preference, whatever that is. I don't know if you have to go somewhere or... We'll find out.
It says here, so you can switch back to Democrat. The Republican Party will not primary this year. They have decided to do voting in the caucuses, so you can't vote against Trump in the primary.
Because they know not everyone will show up to the caucuses. Because people are...
Yeah, it's only the extremists.
Yeah.
Or no, excuse me, the Republicans that will go out.
Well, I think I can... I think you can call the office and change your... party affiliation over the phone.
You just go to vote.utah.gov and it's all there. It's easy.
All right.
We're going to give away tickets to Lola Young, which you could line up for those right now. We're going to do it with Frank Christ Presents coming up. She's coming Saturday, November 29th to the Union.
24 years old.
Yep. She sounds great.
British and kind of a messy person, it looks like.
That's all right.
That's why the song is messy. All right. So we got Lola Young tickets for Frank Christ Presents coming up after this big boy news. 877-602-9696. Line up when you want. The sooner the better. Play to win the Lola Young tickets after this news. Brought to you by.
See movies on the big screen at Broadway Center Cinemas. Check out this week's Summer Showdown featuring Fantastic Mr. Fox and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Again, those are great ones to see on the big screen.
Well, stop motion.
Get your tickets at slfstix.org.
She did an album called My Mind Wanders and Sometimes Leaves Completely.
It's good.
Did you look at it? Did you see it? The stunning trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's coming this fall on Netflix, and people are clamoring. Saying,
Netflix. It's not going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And people are saying, please release it in a movie. Release it in the theaters, please.
They're pretty sure that Netflix will do that because they want it for awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and apparently everybody says that's seen it.
Now,
it'll blow you away.
Does this have animation in it,
No.
or is
No.
it? It's live action.
Classic.
It's,
classic Frankenstein.
Yeah. It's Oscar Isaac as Dr. Frankenstein. And I can't remember who plays the creature.
Let's see if it says here.
You only get a brief glimpse of the creature in the trailer. But
it's going to be pretty. And I really loved The Shape of Water too.
I hated The Shape of Water.
I just loved that movie.
that's his creature from the Black Lagoon movie.
Yeah.
And now he's doing
It's
Frankenstein.
Splash. Do we have to have this argument again? It's Splash.
It's both.
It's Regina. It's not anything close to Splash. Splash was light and
There are
sort of
side-by-side identical scenes, multiple ones.
Yeah.
Is Jacob Elordi the monster?
Yes.
Wow. Good-looking monster. Mm-hmm. Hot monster.
Well,
we'll see.
we don't know yet. We'll see.
I mean, they do this thing called makeup. I don't know if you're aware.
I mean, he's tall. That's probably partially why they
He's
hired
made from
him.
dead people. So.
Speaking of
Good-looking dead people.
Speaking of made from dead people and creepy stuff, Donald Trump reposted another user's false claim that the former president, Joe Biden, had been executed in 2020 and replaced by a robotic clone.
What?
Trump shared an outlandish conspiracy theory on social media on Saturday, saying former President Joseph R. Biden had been executed in 2020, replaced by a robotic clone, the latest example of the president's mind going to complete mush, amplifying dark, false material to his millions of followers, because there are people out there who will believe this.
Yeah, well, he didn't just retweet it.
He elaborated.
He
on
elaborated
it.
on
Yeah.
it. So it was a conscious decision.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's part of a smokescreen, so we're not paying attention about what's happening in the
About
big
Medicaid,
beautiful bill.
Yeah. Oh well, or that they're going to look at over drilling sites in Alaska.
Yeah.
And they're really trying to jumpstart that uranium mine here in Utah.
Yep.
They want this stuff to go. Trump reposted a fringe rant that another user had made on the president's social media platform, Truth Social. The White House did not respond to requests for comments on the post about Biden, whom Donald Trump has targeted for criticism almost daily since the start of his second term. The president has blamed Biden for everything. Anything that's going wrong right now, it's Biden's fault, and I'm trying to fix it. Is the president says.
Like the Iran deal.
Yeah.
Because that was an Obama deal. He got rid of it, and now he's just taking the same deal and making it happen again.
Could have just left it in place.
Yeah.
Right.
And in the meantime, they've been
For 8 years, yeah.
I kind of suspected that might happen when they started. When he said he's going to start, trying to get another deal with Iran. I was like, it's going to be the same deal. Law enforcement is investigating suspicious posters and flyers with similar anti-LGBTQ messages left in front of people's homes in Providence, Utah, and North Logan. Homeowner Ryan Farrell said he spotted large poster boards stapled to utility poles facing toward his house Sunday morning. He said the signs read "White Power" and "Man plus Woman." Others used slurs. He says he gave them to the police. The signs were very targeting and inflammatory in their nature, Thorell said. I took down 17 of them in our neighborhood. Thorell says he believes that his house was chosen because of the LGBTQ signage his family displays. Other houses in the neighborhood with LGBTQ flags and signs had posters outside them as well. It made me feel like our community is under some sort of attack, he said. It made me nervous for the kids in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's one of the most affected community groups of our youth in our state, and these kids are very vulnerable to this sort of thing.
Especially now.
A 15-year-old South Jordan girl who had been missing for over a month has been located in Colorado Springs after a nationwide search in which several people were arrested but were not tied directly to her disappearance. Elisa Petrov voluntarily walked into the Colorado Springs Police Department on Sunday and said she was the missing teen. Everybody's looking for me. Elisa is in good health and safe with Colorado officials, the South Jordan Police Department wrote early yesterday. Excuse me. Petrov's parents had worked with the police to bring her home. Elisa's mother said that they know few details about their daughter, but they headed to Colorado Springs to reunite with her. The family shared a statement hours after Elisa was located. Thanks for everyone for all your help. She was somehow lured away from her home by, I think, agents known to the police. And fortunately, she apparently was not injured in any way and was able to go into the Colorado Springs Police Department. They've delayed the jury selection in Lori Vallow Daybell's trial because
this is another trial.
Yeah,
this is a different.
This is a different one.
Trial.
Okay,
conspiracy to commit murder. She showed up at the courthouse in a wheelchair and said, "I'm too sick to remain in court."
So I was watching a little of this the other day where they're doing all the preliminary stuff. And she was arguing with the judge saying, I need 5 cameras in the courtroom for my legal staff to be able to watch outside and advise me. And the judge was like, you decided to represent yourself.
Yes.
You are your lawyer. Now, I have said it's okay for you to be able to consult with people if you have questions. But if you want that kind of coverage, you need to hire a lawyer.
The judge asked if she had put in any orders to get treatment at the jail for whatever was ailing her. She said she had, but nobody responded to her request, and she's not been tested for any diseases. Sometimes we're in positions where we have to proceed when we feel under the weather, the judge told her. It's not just under the weather. I feel very ill. I have a terrible headache. I have nausea. I have chills. I got a fever probably, and I haven't been able to keep down much food except for broth and oranges.
Well, suck it up, honey. This is yet another attempted murder and/or murder trial.
Speaking of murder, Gina has a story about the oldest, is it the longest-serving female inmate in the California prison system?
That's right, Bill. One of Charles Manson's accomplices has been recommended for parole after serving decades in prison for her 1969 murders of pregnant actress Sharon Tate and 6 others in California. State Parole Board has again recommended release of Patricia Krenwinkel, who's the longest-serving female inmate in the state. At 77, Krenwinkel is still serving a life sentence. That's a weird sentence. If you have a life sentence, yes, you're still serving it until you're dead. She was convicted of 7 counts of first-degree murder in 1971. She was just 19 years old when she abandoned her life as a secretary in California to follow Charles Manson.
Well, this was much more exciting than being a secretary.
Drawn by promises of love and spiritual enlightenment, Krenwinkel instead became a key figure. She personally stabbed heiress Abigail Folger. Some of the murders we always remember Sharon Tate, but we forget that there was a whole other group of murders.
Jay Sebring and Abigail Folger.
Leno and Rosemary LaBianca wrote Helter Skelter on the wall in the victim's blood. 7 counts of first-degree murder. I mean, she's been incarcerated ever since. We'll see. She's been recommended for parole before, but
the full ramifications of the big, beautiful tax and spending bill that narrowly passed the U.S. House last week are still murky, especially since the bill is likely to change as it makes its way through the Senate. The bill is currently written could jeopardize health insurance for tens of thousands of Utahns. Plus, states, including Utah, would need to grapple with an estimated $625 billion in cumulative Medicaid cuts over 10 years from work requirements, stricter eligibility rules, and a pause on provider taxes. Changes that would likely lead millions of Americans losing Medicaid coverage. But showing the true spirit of the Republican Party, and I see you guys talked about it yesterday or Friday, Senator Joni Ernst looked at a room full of her supporters who were anxious about losing their insurance coverage and said, well, you know, we all have to die sometime. We all will die. Nobody leaves
is that
this
wrong,
earth.
Bill?
Nobody leaves this earth alive. We all die sometime.
But then did you watch her apology video?
Then it was even worse.
Even worse.
Yeah, yep. Even worse. And no, she's not. She's not wrong. As a matter of fact, people who are ill and on Medicaid, you really should die now.
You'd be doing the country. If you're a true patriot, you just check out and not cost us money anymore. That's what should happen.
This was brought up in his first term. Hurry up and die. I remember hearing those words.
An historic lakefront property in Elkhorn, Wisconsin, with ties to the Roaring Twenties and connections to the notorious gangster Al Capone, is on the market for $4,499,700. The 5,450 square foot home features 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It sits on 192 feet of lake shore on Middle Lake, which is part of 3 connecting lakes known as the Lauderdale Lakes. And the property's 1920s charm comes with a fascinating history, including hidden compartments discovered in a 2015 renovation.
Are there bodies?
Hidden ladders, safe rooms big enough for maybe 2 or 3 people, and an escape door into a boathouse.
Love it. I want it.
Okay, Goel, you've got the money. I know you do. So there you go. It's $4.4 million.
Perfect. It'll be our vacation home.
All right, that's it. Sports weather traffic.
The Utah Jazz added another Ainge to the front office this week. Austin Ainge, son of Jazz CEO Danny Ainge, is Utah's new president of basketball operations.
How did he get that job?
I can't imagine. The former BYU player and Boston Celtics executive. How did he get those jobs? I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Will now be actually. It sounds like he knows what he's doing. This is not just this is not a nepo baby hire.
Not this time. No.
Jazz owner Ryan Smith made it clear Austin will have final say in all basketball decisions. With CEO Danny Ainge and general manager Justin Zanuck still around, there were questions about who would have the loudest voice in the room. Apparently, Austin will be running the program. He's got final recommendation to myself on any decisions that need to be made, but it's mostly going to be him, it looks like. One of my very favorite Utes of all time, he's adorable, former Utah Star safety Eric Weddle was named to the 2026 ballot for induction into the College Football Hall of Fame on Monday. Weddle is among 79 players and 9 coaches from football from FBS and 100 players and 35 coaches from divisional ranks on the list. Played at the U from 2003 to 2006. He's played for the Chargers and the Rams, and he's just a cute, nice guy, and I hope he gets put in the Hall of Fame. Vote for him if you have a vote in such things. Weather. It's nice and cool this morning when I left the house. It's 59 right now. Going to have a high of 75 today, 78 tomorrow. We'll be back up in the 80s by Thursday, it looks like. Traffic. Dominic Bonacci from Clearfield heading to work wanted to let us know that there's a slowdown on the exit of 6 North going southbound on I-15. Thanks, Dominic. He's a member of the Infinite team. So are you, Wes from Murray, driving in North Salt Lake. I-15 roads are clear. Let us know what you're seeing on the roads. I count on you folks more than UDOT. UDOT's saying everything's fine right now. Text it to us, 33986.
Oh, he's here. Frank Christ.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Hi, Frank. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Just fine.
You sound a little down today.
You do.
Frank.
Well, it's just, doing some inventory. Trying to figure out who the last remaining living members of the MASH cast are.
Oh.
Who you need to check on? Is that
Alan, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But Radar's 80-something.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary Berghoff.
And Klinger is up in his 80s, too. They're the last 3.
Is it? Are they really?
Yes.
Well, cherish them while you can.
Yes.
They're precious, precious celebrities. Frank Christ is here. He is the reaper of celebrity souls, as you might have gathered. He does not kill these celebrities. No. But when a celebrity dies, Frank goes to the scene and takes care of cleans up the mess, as it were. Takes their soul off to the distribution center, and it's a hard job for Frank.
I don't like this job because I love our precious celebrities.
I know, it hurts you to see them go, doesn't
Everything they say and do is right.
We play a little game, a macabre game with Frank called Frank Christ Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
He's given me a list of 4 actors, and as he just said, 3 of the actors on that list are...
Oh, they're just fine.
Just fine. But one of them, Frank has had to take his soul to the distribution center.
Oh.
And it is a contestant's job to figure out who that dead celebrity is, and who do we have?
Austin is here.
Austin, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
That's good to hear, Austin. Austin, Frank has given me a list of actors here because it's National Egg Day. Did you know that?
I did not.
National Egg Day.
They need a day?
Yeah. Frank has given me a list of actors in movies in which eggs play a prominent role. It was an interesting list.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you identify the dead celebrity, and you will win what, Gina?
Tickets to see Lola Young Saturday, November 29th at the Union.
That'll be a good show. You ready to go, Austin?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Number 1 on this list is Jay Baruchel. He had lead roles in the comedies Fanboys, She's Out of My League, and This Is the End. He also had lead roles in films like Good Neighbors, The Kindness of Strangers, supporting roles in $1 Million Baby, Cosmopolis, and RoboCop. He was best known as Hiccup Haddock in How to Train Your Dragon, in which dragon eggs are very crucial. Number 1, Jay Baruchel. Number 2 is Bud Cort. He was in several cult films like Sledgehammer, The Chocolate War, Dogma, But I'm a Cheerleader, Pollock, The Twilight Zone, The Secret Diary of Sigmund Freud, and The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. But his most well-known role was as Harold in Harold and Maude, in which Maude eats hard-boiled eggs that she finds in trees.
This is very specific.
Number 2, Bud Cort. Number 3, Wayne Rogers, best known as Trapper John on MASH. He had a lot of roles in TV series like The Invaders, Combat, Gunsmoke, Gomer Pyle, USMC, The Fugitive. He also appeared on The Big Valley in 1968, and he had a small role in Cool Hand Luke, where Paul Newman meets the challenge of eating 50 hard-boiled eggs. Number 3, Wayne Rogers. And finally, Lorraine Newman, one of the original cast of SNL. She studied mime with Marcel Marceau for a year in Paris. Then she moved to Los Angeles and became a founding member of the Groundlings. She appeared in Stardust Memories, Problem Child 2, and she was Connie in The Coneheads, who ate mass quantities of fried chicken embryos. Number 4, Lorraine Newman. Those are the actors. Which one is dead, Austin?
Oh, let's go with number 2.
Bud Cort?
No, he's fine.
That's a good guess, but no. Bud is still alive. He's 77.
Fine.
And you still see him in things a little bit here and there. But I'm going to give you another chance, Austin. Listen carefully. Is it Jay Baruchel? Is it Lorraine Newman? Or is it Wayne Rogers? Wayne Rogers.
Let's go with Wayne Rogers.
Yep. Died in 2015 at the age of 82. Trapper John on MASH.
Too soon.
Yes. All right, congratulations. You got it on the second chance, Austin. We'll give you those tickets. Say thank you, and we'll put you on hold.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hang on.
Well, I've got to go check on Ian Hunter
Oh, yeah?
from Mott the Hoople.
Right. Yeah, took me a second, but
88 today.
oh, my.
No longer a young dude.
No.
Oh, I got a very angry text from Mike Farrell. Says he's still alive.
He says he's
Oh,
fine. He's
Mike
just
Says
fine.
he's just fine. I'm going to go check. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Heard from a friend of the program, says lots of slowing around Point of the Mountain, 123rd South. There's debris northbound I-15. They're scattered across several lanes of travel. Highway Patrol just arrived on the scene to remove it. This is one of those situations where they're going to have to stop all lanes for a couple minutes to get it off the road. So that will be an issue for you there on 123rd. Help everyone at Jerry Seiner Cadillac celebrate their new location with incredible buying experience for your dream car. Come in today and experience the Seiner difference.
All right, KXRK Provo. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this. Bill can tell us about his trip. We got Boner of the Day on the way. Hello, Yeah, What is coming up after we award the Boner. Beat Gina coming up as well. All that and more. Stand by. Hot Shot Sprinkler Repair and Landscape. Do not try to landscape or specifically xeriscape your yard yourself.
No.
I drive by it every morning.
Shaking your head?
Shaking my head, going, why
You said
did you...
you have a neighbor that looks like a
It
cemetery?
looks like a cemetery. It really does. Anyway, licensed and insured with 42-plus years of experience. Call up Parker. Sprinklerwork.com is the website, but you can call him at 801-566-8677. Sprinkler repair and maintenance, guaranteed results. Don't just hire anybody. Make one call, Hotshot Landscape. They are insured and licensed. You wouldn't believe the number of listeners who have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for a beautiful yard that is dying because the sprinklers weren't installed correctly. There's nothing they can do but pay more money to get it fixed because the original company wasn't trained correctly, licensed, or insured. That's very, very important. More cost-effective way, make one call, Hotshot Landscape. Have it done correctly the first time. Hotshot Landscape, first and always. Go to sprinklerwork.com. That's sprinklerwork.com. Or call.
986.
Like Noah in Morgan who wanted to know how was Bill's trip. I've been waiting in Morgan to hear all about Bill's trip.
I've been to Chicago several times.
Great city.
It really is, but I really have only been in the city. So we got an Airbnb in a neighborhood in Chicago, and it's called Andersonville.
Yeah.
And Andersonville is apparently the gayest neighborhood in Chicago.
Good to know.
And it was established by Swedes, and there was a lot of Swedish influence there. But it is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. All these old houses, brownstone kind of like houses, usually 2-story, sometimes a little bigger. We stayed on the second floor of a place. It was very nice. And little lawns, nicely manicured lawns and trees and bunnies.
Like feral bunnies?
Yes.
Aw.
Bunnies all around. You see them quite often, just hopping around, munching on stuff, and it's a really charming neighborhood. And somebody we were with, my wife or somebody said, it's kind of like the Avenues. And I said, well, yeah, except they don't tear things down here. In the Avenues, there are like several beautiful houses in a row, and then they've torn a house down and put up this ugly apartment building.
I wish we weren't doing so much of that.
Like a lot of that, it looks like it happened in the late 60s and early 70s. Just crappy cinder block looking awful things. Not in Andersonville. They've just row after row after row of beautiful houses.
Nice.
And it was great. And so it was a nice place to stay. And then we had a rental car and drove into the city, went to the aquarium, which was nice, the Shed Aquarium. And then we went to the Shed Aquarium had 2 beluga whales. And they were just really charming animals.
Any otters? They got otters there?
They do. They had some otters, and they had some penguins, and it's a big aquarium. I mean, it's really big. And so it's right by Soldier Field, and something was going on. I mean, it was just hundreds of cars, and it said parking for Soldier Field. Parking $57.
Oh, jeez.
Big signs, $57, and there were people directing traffic everywhere, but there was parking for the aquarium. So my wife went and parked the car and came back, and I said, "What's going on here?" She said, "Well, I guess it's just something they do on the weekend." I asked somebody, and they said, "It's the weekend." That's what. And then
this way every weekend.
Or maybe it was the performer.
It was
the weekend. Oh, okay.
It was. We as we were leaving, we went, wait a minute. It's the weekend.
Yeah,
that's why. And the place was going to be full. Soldier Field's where the Bears play football, and so we went from there to Drunk Shakespeare. We
have that here.
Not the same, I don't think. Drunk Shakespeare is it is a franchise, and I looked it up. Started off Broadway, I guess. Franchise, I guess that's how you put it. Started off Broadway, and then there are sort of regional companies doing it. They don't list Salt Lake, but
we've talked to people that.
But I think it's different, though.
Oh.
I think what they do is a little different. And if you drunken Shakespeare people here, let us know if it's the same thing. But I think, as I recall, they call theirs drunken Shakespeare, and this is just drunk Shakespeare. And what it involves is one actor. There's like 6 actors, and one of them, they were doing Macbeth. So one of them has to take shots of mezcal. And they give you a shot of booze for free when you walk in. And then they expect you to order drinks throughout the production.
Drunk again!
And people in the audience get pretty soused.
But here's my question about that. You're an actor.
Yeah.
Do you have to take shots to act drunk, or... how much of that is natural drunkenness, or how much of it is them putting it on because they're actors? I'm curious.
I don't know. I don't know. I got the impression that the guy was really drinking the shots of mezcal, and I think there were 7 in all, which is quite a few.
I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Well, here's the thing that makes me think that they really are drinking it. Is they do 2 performances a night. So
you want to go to the second one?
So the one we were at was at 6:30, and as we're leaving, another audience is coming in because they're going to do another.
I bet
production.
you pay more for the second.
Well, here's the deal: they make sure the guy who did the shots in the first performance. He doesn't drink in the second.
Oh, come on.
I don't even know.
But he's still drunk, though. So
yeah,
you got 2
I
drunk.
mean, I don't even know if he's in it.
Oh.
They may have another, sort of, but they did say our actors never do 2 performances because it would probably kill them.
You're so mean when you're drunk.
And so, but it was very clever, very funny, and they ad lib on it. They mess around with the script. It's not just doing Shakespeare.
Here's a scene.
Liquor I have found makes me very smart.
There you go.
That's him. The guy who was playing Macbeth was very good, very drunk by the end of it, and he had his pants down around his
Do
ankles.
they do the whole play?
No.
Oh.
No. And they do parts of it and they ad lib around, and you can tell they do things spontaneously as well and crack each other up and all of that stuff. So that was good. That was fun to do. Then what else did we do? Oh, so I said the wedding we went to was for my wife's niece and her partner Alice, and they got married, and then there was a reception at this place called Villeneuve, and it was just a lot of drunk theater people, and then there was karaoke, and it was karaoke in a different kind of way. There were big, comfortable chairs and sofas to sit on.
Remaining
and
seated
it was,
karaoke?
And well, no, you could you could stand up, but it was a live piano player.
Oh,
doing and it was there. I think it was my wife's niece's piano teacher or something like that. But so it was karaoke with live piano, and that was like we went to dim sum, which is great. Always just wonderful. Oh, and then we went to this restaurant. It was Balkan food. And
what sort of food do they eat in the Balkans?
A lot of beets and beet purees. And I was not. I thought I liked the idea of it, but I was not taken with and a lot of beans. And I love beans, but so there was that. Oh, and then the one thing we went on that we did. You really should do this. The architectural tour, the boat tour.
My wife did that.
Yeah. I remember when we were there and we were in meetings.
We were in meetings and stuff.
It's really informative and nice.
Is it on a boat or are you walking?
It's a boat tour.
Yeah.
Boat tour.
It's about 90 minutes. You go up the Chicago River, and then you come back down and go back down. Then you circle around, and they have a really good bar. It's funny, you usually think they get you trapped on a boat. They serve you kind of weak drinks and that sort of thing. Nope, this was they made
a good one, huh?
A good strong Bloody Mary. You could see the guy free pouring it. It was just.
Well, it's international waters here.
Yeah,
Bill,
that's right.
Bill, you're in trouble with Bad Brad Wheeler.
Uh-oh.
All this Chicago and no blues?
No, not this time.
Oh,
not this time. Sorry.
Damn.
How?
I was
You were
tired.
for 3 days.
I was tired. Okay. I mean, it was. I don't know how I did as much as I did. So, but yeah, it was a good trip. It was interesting. Nice to stay in that little neighborhood.
He says, I keep waiting for Bill to talk about walking into the Checkerboard Lounge or Buddy Guy's Legends.
I didn't do that, Brad.
Oh,
I'm telling him he should disown you.
So you need to take note. He just needs to take me to Chicago.
did you bring home any Malort?
No,
Dr. Neal is asking.
What is
apparently,
Malort?
Apparently, it's a very regional liqueur.
No.
That's terrible.
Like what? What is it?
No.
It's
Like
it's brownish and it's got like star anise flavors
Oh.
and things like
yeah,
that.
no,
But it's it's a local
no
thing.
Malort.
No Malort.
No, Malort?
It was nice driving around Chicago too, because very seldom were we on the other than surface streets. And just seeing all the different neighborhoods. One thing I observed about Chicago, there's a dental office about every 500 feet for some reason.
Speaking of dentists, I just got a text from our dentist. Kelly Carroll. He's just checking on me this morning.
Checking on
That's
you.
the kind of service you get.
Is he going to take me to task for not going to one of the dental
and
places?
He's like, I'm just checking and seeing how you're doing. By the way, why didn't Bill go listen to any blues?
No, ask him why there are so many dental offices in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. Every block there was a dental office of some sort.
Wait, I was in Chicago the same time as Bill and didn't know it? Someone texted in.
Oh, well, I did run into a listener in the airport on the way home.
And Mike from Nashville, the Chicago Architectural Boat Tour was the scene of the 2004 DMB bus tour poop incident. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
There's always a
DMB.
connection.
Yeah, always.
Let's see. All travel northbound I-15 stopped in Draper for a couple of minutes to remove that debris from multiple lanes. Traffic backed up to Point of the Mountain. That's the only issue right now, and I don't think anybody sent anything in via text, but you can if you see something. 33986 is where you do that. Waterproof your home with Baseco because water can make its way through your foundation in many different ways. Baseco specializes in a variety of permanent foundation waterproofing solutions tailored to your unique issue. From sump pumps all the way to major repairs, crack settling foundations, each solution backed by a guarantee. Schedule a free assessment today at baseco.net.
CJ from Drunken Shakespeare has texted and said, I plan to call in during Hello, Yeah, What?
So we'll see what the difference is. Yeah. All right.
Let's see now. We've got boners coming up here. The candidates. Number one, they were killing the ducks, so I had to do it. Boner candidate number two, it was the devil that did it. It was Satan, I tell you. And boner candidate number three, now wait a minute. You say there's a hurricane season? Well, that's news to me.
Boner of the day, big boy news, all coming up after some messages and a song.
Now this.
Okay. Yeah. So we were watching Hacks a few weeks ago, and we were reminded on the show about this legend, and I guess it's true.
It is
Oh
true,
yeah, it's true.
That Tom Cruise, whenever he works with people, and the list is getting bigger and bigger, every year he will, I think on their birthday, right? Or is it Christmas?
No, this is a Christmas
This
thing.
is a Christmas thing? That's unfair to do to this poor bakery then.
Yeah.
He will send the coconut cake that he thinks is fabulous from this bakery in Woodland Hills, California, Doan's Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Katie, you can come in and get some. No.
yeah, there's four slices. There's two for you in there and two for us in here. Well, go ahead and you start because I had some last night.
So there's no slice for me?
You're home, Bill.
You want to run it up? Anyway. But so he orders this coconut cake for everybody,
Okay.
and the rumors are true. We've heard celebrities talk about the coconut cake and how wonderful it is. Well, we ordered this like 3 weeks ago. That was the waiting list.
3 weeks?
A 3-week wait for this cake.
Okay.
And so we ordered it and had it shipped in.
Do I dare ask how much the Tom Cruise cake
Even
costs?
I don't know.
Oh,
how
your
much.
wife wouldn't tell you?
She would not tell me how much
Okay,
the
here
Tom
we go.
Cruise coconut cake cost. So there you go. Is it everything that...
It's good. It's It's good. That's a good cake.
That is.
However,
Yes.
we've had this conversation before. If I were a Tom Cruise level celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
and I were sending cakes to,
Are you going to make?
people that I worked with,
Yeah.
and the cake that would be the Gina Barberi cake,
Yes.
it would be the Prantles,
Prantles.
burnt almond tort.
This one is
Well.
better than the Prantles, isn't it?
You know, my favorite cake is coconut cake.
Well,
Did you know that?
This is pretty good. It's a bundt cake. It arrives with the dry ice. And
That's
it's,
right.
a, and it's
And
a
you
yellow.
think, Carrie, you say it's better than?
We think that the
The Prantles?
Prantles. No, we think the Prantles cake is better.
Prantles
than
is better than this.
This is a good cake, but it's no Prantles cake. But this one has it's the yellow cake with some sort of crunchy bits or texturally bits on the outside, and
Yeah.
then the cream cheese coconut icing on the top.
It's
with,
good.
with coconut sprinkled on
But-
shaved coconut.
I have to. I still say the Prantles burnt almond tort from Pennsylvania
I'm
is a
sure,
better cake.
Sure glad it's good. Well,
Is this rude, Bill?
Oh,
To
sorry.
be eating the
yeah, a little.
cake on the.
Especially when coconut cake is
It's your very favorite.
my
cake.
favorate kind of cake.
Out of all the cakes.
And Tom Cruise is my favorite actor.
Yes, I know, right?
You know. So I'm getting screwed doubly here. Jeez.
So there you go.
well.
Now,
Well.
I figured that since it's the Tom Cruise cake,
Yes.
that you wouldn't mind that it was cream cheese frosting on there.
Well, I had to try it for pop culture reasons.
That's
And you're
what
going
I
to throw
thought.
the rest of that piece away, aren't you? Aren't
You
you?
would eat the whole thing, wouldn't you? Look, I've eaten
Yes.
most. I've eaten most. Are you watching Bill at x96.com/live?
Oh,
No, it would break my heart.
she did some work on
Yeah,
there.
I eat it.
She ate around the icing, though,
Yeah, that's that right there.
Jeez.
which the icing is the best part, frankly.
But that's not. Oh.
I'm sorry, Bill.
So there's pieces for you two in there, so come and get them.
And no word on how much that costs.
I don't want to know.
They could probably charge whatever they wanted just because it's the
You
Tom
could look
Cruise
it up,
cake.
Gina. It's,
Yeah.
You know, Gold Belly, I think, probably is where he came from.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Take a look and see.
Thanks, Carrie.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks,
It'll make
Sue.
it taste even better, Gina, if it's really expensive.
It will.
Oh, yeah. I do not know how much it is. I just know the Prantles cake is better. Prantles
Tom
cake is better.
Cruise cake cost.
No, I don't want to know.
No.
Don't,
You
he
don't.
doesn't
Oh
Well,
my
don't
gosh.
tell me. Don't
Oh
tell
my
me.
gosh.
Well, is it more than the Prantles cake?
Yes,
Because you order those every other day.
it's more than the Prantles.
We order the Prantles cake a lot.
It's almost twice as much as the Prantles.
Oh my God, I don't even want to know.
What kind of a life is it that you people lead? Ordering these $500 cakes.
Carrie and I order these cakes when we're sad, and we just happen to be sad.
I'm sad all the time, and I don't order a cake.
I
I
answer,
look at a picture of a cake.
whenever somebody complains about my lifestyle, I just remind them, dual income, no kids.
Yeah.
You could be living this.
No, I couldn't. I'd have to dispose of the kids somehow.
Well, again, that's your problem, not mine.
Because on this day in 1968, Samantha Sprackling, singer for the alternative rock band Republica, was born.
Oh, there we go.
What happened to them?
I don't know.
I think they only needed to do that song.
Maybe.
And I heard back from Dr. Kelly Carroll,
The dentist.
our dentist. He said dental schools are all in large metro areas, and dentists have to go there for 4+ years of school, and they usually stay in the vicinity of where they go to school. I was the exception, unfortunately, because I thought it'd be cool to move to the mountains. Little did I know that we have the lowest compensation of 47 other states. But that's why most dentists stay close to their dental school, I guess.
And I think there's a big dental school in Chicago.
Probably.
But there really was one, like every block, I think there was a dental office.
All right. Well, time now for Boner of the Day. 3 news stories. These will be examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote. Of these 3 candidates, which one is the worst? Which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, June 3, 2025? We'll give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news, and once you've heard all 3, then you will vote. One of you lucky random Boner voters will receive.
I can't buy it. Got to win it. Radio from Hell Boner t-shirt.
Boner candidate number 1, they was killing the ducks, so I had to do it. Virginia Conservation Police Master Officer Brian Bratton concluded an investigation that had begun during the 2023-24 waterfowl season when he received information about an individual trapping and poisoning hawks and eagles on the eastern shore. After Master CPO Bratton contacted U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to assist in the investigation, a USFWS agent and Bratton located traps and multiple eagle and hawk carcasses to confirm the original information. The defendant had built a small waterfowl impoundment on his property.
Oh, he was trapping them?
He's a big duck hunter, and he was in the process of trying to really get it going and attracting ducks to his impoundment. The defendant admitted to killing in excess of 20 juvenile and mature bald eagles and hawks,
20?
Primarily red-shouldered and red-tailed. He also surrendered a can of carburefan, the pesticide he used to commit some of the crimes. We're fairly familiar with this guy. We dealt with him before on some waterfall violations. He showed us what was going on, and he told us what he was doing and why he was doing it. He was killing the hawks and eagles because they were killing all the ducks that he was attracting to his impoundment. It was the time of year when hawks are migrating and looking for prey. He was very aware that it was illegal, but in his mind, the ends justified the means because he's getting rid of the predatory birds to protect the ducks, which he would then like to go out and shoot.
Go out and shoot.
Ooh.
He was
For all of
sentenced.
this.
He was sentenced to 1 day in jail.
That's it?
2 years probation and a $10,000 fine.
Wow.
Boner candidate number 1.
Yeah.
Well, it was killing the ducks, I had to do it.
And even the duck part. If you're a duck hunter, you're a duck hunter. But go out and do it, like, have it be sporting. Do it in nature.
Yeah.
Don't lure them to your house and shoot them.
Here's Boner candidate number 2. What? Oh, come in, won't you, Mr. Duck? Come in. Boner candidate number 2. It was the devil that did it. It was Satan, I tell you. Mike Lindell, you know, the guy who invented the pillow.
I love my pillow. It speaks to me.
He has accused Satan of rigging the 2020 election against Donald Trump.
If anybody could do it.
Sounds legit.
The MyPillow CEO revealed who he thinks was behind the computer algorithm that was controlling the 2020 election during a press conference outside the Denver courthouse on Monday. When people ask me that, well, you've never heard me over the last 4 years bashing the Democrats. The people that did this to our country, I believe it's 4. It's the Uniparty, it's the deep state, it's globalists, and it's the CCP.
Yeah.
The man who invented the pillow, you know, the pillow guy, one of the most outspoken proponents of conspiracies that the 2020 election was rigged. Lindell claims that Trump won the election and that the reason that the voting machines were tampered with, you know who's behind it all? Satan. That's the one. You know, this is a nation that's turned its back on God. It was the devil that did it.
You know, if he's going for an insanity defense.
Yeah, that'll work.
Boner candidate number 2. It was the devil that did it. It was Satan, I tell you. Did you know I invented the pillow? Coming up in a minute, boner candidate number 3. Now, wait a minute. You say there's a hurricane season. Well, that's news to me.
All right, boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big boy news and opinnuendo brought to you by
Feldman's Deli, Utah's authentic Jewish deli with expanded hours, now open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Breakfast till 10:30, lunch, dinner, live music Fridays and Saturdays. More information at feldmansdeli.com.
Rapper and TV producer 50 Cent said he would reach out to Donald Trump to offer some insight after he suggested a pardon for Sean Combs might be on the table when asked about it last week. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Trump said, well, yeah, I might pardon him.
Yeah, he was asked.
He's praised Diddy on The Apprentice before. Someone who had worked with Diddy was complaining about him, and Trump was like, well, I think he's a nice guy.
I know his team has been sort of laying the groundwork for all of this.
Mm-hmm.
In a now deleted Instagram post, the 50 Cent said he planned to contact Trump so he knows how I feel about this guy. Combs is currently on trial in New York for federal charges of sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering. He's pleaded not guilty. Last week, Trump was asked if he was considering a potential pardon for Combs. I know people have been thinking about it. Trump told the press, I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or not, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
No. they have to like you.
Yeah.
And maybe donate to you.
Yeah, and donate to you. That's the way that you... Yeah.
And then, and he pardoned that notorious Chicago gangster who's been in prison for 25 years or 30 years or something like that.
The list of people he has pardoned is a list of criminals.
Fortunately, that guy still can't get out because Trump pardoned him for the federal crimes. But
I know that doesn't make sense what I just said. He pardoned criminals. Of course, you have to be a criminal. But like bad guys.
Like juries have decided these people are
bad guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spencer Cox. 6 months into his first term, Governor Cox made history by becoming the first Utah governor to recognize LGBTQ plus Pride Month. The following June, he issued an identical declaration. But then in 2023, Cox removed all mentions of LGBTQ plus in his Pride Month declaration. By 2024, when the governor was up for re-election, June wasn't Pride Month at all. He instead declared a month of bridge building. After a turbulent campaign in which the governor faced multiple challengers from his right, with those opponents attacking him for the reputation he had once built as a Republican accepting of the LGBTQ plus community, Cox again had a new June message, not issuing a declaration at all. This June I'm reflecting on the values that bring us together here in Utah, service, respect, and love for your neighbor. To those celebrating Pride and to all Utahns, we may keep building bridges of understanding and strive always to see the humanity in one another. So he did mention it.
But you're backtracking.
Yeah, exactly.
Boo.
A man died early Monday morning after an apparent train hopping accident in eastern Nevada. The Elko County Sheriff's Office said emergency dispatch received a call from a woman who said her friend may have fallen off the freight train that they were riding.
Not sure?
No, not sure. The woman said she fell asleep. And she said we had jumped on the train near Elko, and it was heading toward Utah. She fell asleep. She said when she woke up, she realized her friend was missing. Sheriff's deputies and Union Pacific Railroad employees began searching the train tracks where the man may have fallen off, and they did, in fact, find his body near Wells, Nevada. 24-year-old James Ivy Woods. He was from Shreveport, Louisiana. Apparently, he was hit by the train as he fell off the train. Stabbing attack at a homeless shelter sent 11 people to the hospital Sunday night in Salem, Oregon. A man is in custody. Police were called out to the Union Gospel Mission. Angela Hetrick of the Salem Police Department said in a statement, she said the victims suffered varying types of injuries and that their status was not known. Executive Director Craig Smith said that the attacker was new to the mission, having spent Saturday night there, and was about to check in for a second night. When he got into a fight, something set him off. He evidently had a knife in his bag, and he started just stabbing people indiscriminately. Let's see. If you got on a plane from Morocco to Singapore...
Is this a math problem?
No. It would take more than 16 hours to travel from one location to the other. So it's exhausting just thinking that a Kaysville teenager is attempting to make that 14,000-mile journey on a bike. In the Anderson household in Davis County, summer vacation is just getting started. I guess we're just trying to hold on to the last little bit of childhood we have left with him, said Shad Anderson of his son. Their 17-year-old son, Hakan, is about to embark on a unique route after graduating from Davis High School. In less than 4 weeks, I'm going to attempt to become the youngest person to ever bike solo from Morocco to Singapore.
Wow.
He will be biking over the span of 5 months. I had a free summer, and I was like, well, I might as well. I mean, this is the stage of my life where I can do something like this, Hawkins said. He hopes to travel about 100 miles a day, barring any complications, of course. Do you want to see the Budweiser Clydesdale horses?
Yes. Where?
Do?
Yes.
You really do? Okay.
I do.
There are 3 opportunities to see them. The massive horses will be pulling the red Budweiser wagon at 3 appearances in Farmington, Salt Lake, and South Jordan. They're on a cross-country tour to celebrate 15 years of the brand partnering with Folds of Honor, which is a nonprofit that awards scholarships to families of fallen or disabled military members.
Look at those. Look how beautiful those are, x96.com/live.
So here's where you can see them.
Okay.
Let's see. They will be making deliveries of Budweiser throughout downtown Salt Lake. Yeah. This will start at 3 p.m. at Gracie's Bar and Grill. This is on Friday.
Okay.
The Clydesdale team will then make its way towards Beer Bar and then make multiple stops at bars and restaurants along the way. There's also a full Clydesdale Hitch appearance. Then on Saturday, the Clydesdales will be at the Salt Lake Bees game at the ballpark at America First Square. Then they'll be out in the parking lot starting at 4:30 for about an hour and a half. And, there you go. So Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Wait.
No, they're fine.
Tuesday. The first appearance is Tuesday, today.
Oh.
4 p.m. at Lagoon. It's a full Clydesdale Hitch appearance.
When we did the Olympic broadcasts for the Salt Lake Olympics, we were at the Budweiser Beer Garden at the Gallivan Center, and that was where they kept the horses while they were here. It's very exciting. It's like meeting celebrities.
Uh-huh. Okay. And a San Jose doctor who sued a Los Gatos restaurant claiming that its Dragon Balls were so spicy it burned her internally, has dropped her lawyer and is representing herself in the court case.
What?
Why this is a news story, I have no idea.
No idea. Yeah.
None.
All right. Weather traffic.
I'm glad you brought it up.
I read the first sentence and then said, nope.
It's cool this morning. It was nice leaving the house. A little chilly. 59 right now. Going to get up to 75 for a high today. 78 tomorrow. We're back up in the 80s by Thursday, it looks like. Traffic, we still got that slowdown northbound I-15 near 123rd South. Also crashed southbound US 89 Skyline Drive in South Ogden. Vehicles are on the right shoulder. Utah Highway Patrol vehicle arrived on the scene of a disabled construction vehicle. Eastbound 201 freeway. 2 right lanes are now blocked at Redwood Road. Let's see. Friend of the program says SR 201 westbound total stop and go. Thank you, Infiniteam, for sending that in. Whatever you're seeing on the roads, please share it with us and I'll pass it along. 33986. Holiday Oil invites you to become a member of My Holiday. Get 5 cents off gas, 20 cents off fountain drinks every day. Check out the Holiday Oil app for details.
Here's boner candidate number 3. Now, wait a minute. You say there's a hurricane season? Well, that's news to me. The staff of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, what's left of them, were confused and dispirited yesterday after the acting head of the agency said during a daily briefing that he had not been aware that the country has a hurricane season. This is
only the best people. We're only putting the best people.
This is according to 3 sources familiar with the meeting. The remark was made by David Richardson at the conclusion of an 8:30 a.m. daily operational briefing, typically attended by hundreds of FEMA staffers when there were hundreds of them.
Yeah.
and interagency partners. Reuters was the first to report on the comment. Richardson is a former Marine Corps officer and has led FEMA since early May. Now, some staff say it wasn't clear whether he meant it literally or as a joke, but current and former employees said that it sure seemed to be sincere. Richardson was truly surprised to learn that hurricane season had started.
I don't think it was a joke for a couple of reasons, but mainly because when this guy got the job, he called all of the people that were still employed in and warned them, don't cross me, I will run you down. There's video of it.
Wow.
You can see it. He's not the jokey type.
No, you look at his face. He's not the jokey type.
It's only the best people.
Boner candidate number 3.
That's meritocracy,
It's
right?
like the head of Social Security who had to Google, what does the head of Social Security do?
There he is. Look at him. X96.com.
Yeah, that's a humorless person.
It's not a jokey fella.
Boner candidate number 3. Now, wait a minute. You say there's a hurricane season? Well, that's news to me.
All right, let's review the first two and vote.
Boner candidate number 1. They were killing the ducks, so I had to do it. It's a guy who lured ducks to his impoundment, as they call it, a property he had, because he liked to hunt ducks. But the hawks and the eagles were killing the ducks, so he killed the hawks and the eagles. Boner candidate number 2. It was the devil that did it. It was Satan, I tell you. That's Mike Lindell, the guy who invented the pillow, who has accused Satan of rigging the 2020 election against Donald Trump. And Boner candidate number 3. Now, wait a minute. You say there's a hurricane season? Well, that's news to me.
All right. Time for you to vote for your boner of the day. Which one is the worst? Which one deserves to be boner of the day? 1, 2, or 3? Remember your candidate number, the one that you think should win, and put that single digit in the message of a text. Then you text that to 33986. Or you can call Katie in the producer's booth. She'll take your live voice vote, 877-602-9696. Or go online, x96.com. Look for the box that says Boners, June 3, 2025. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. All right, you got like 4 minutes to get your vote in, so let's go. And right after that, it's the innovative radio feature that we invented. Hello, yeah, what? You just call and you talk to us about whatever. Ask us questions, anything, Right after we award the boner. All right, let's get to vote in 4 minutes. Here we go, boner of the day.
X96.
All right, 747. Let's award the boner.
The boner of the day is brought to you in part by Pork Katsu.
And Sojo Summerfest is back, going on through the 7th. It starts today, going on through the 7th. At a new location, North City Park, the Sojo Music Festival features 2 nights of high-energy concerts, multiple bands, plus a full carnival, the beloved Sojo Summerfest Parade, food trucks, fireworks, festival fun for all ages, South Jordan's biggest party of the year. Find the map and full schedule at sjcsummerfest.com.
I know that's South Jordan, but every time she says Sojo, I think of Korean booze, which is soju. But I know soju, but I always every time. All right, let's see. The voting was very interesting. A boner candidate number 1, the guy killing the Hawks, and then Mike Lindell, the inventor of the pillow, saying Satan did it. They got almost an equal number of votes, and it was in the 70s, which is pretty high. But boner candidate number 3, the head of FEMA, who doesn't know that there's a hurricane season, wins boner of the day.
There you go. That's your boner of the day for today, June 3, 2025, now qualified to be boner of the week. Well.
Hello, yeah, what?
Yes, it's that time.
Innovative radio feature. We invented this and sort of gave rise to talk radio.
Yep.
And boy, are we sorry for that.
But we still, so many places don't do it really anymore. No. They pre-record calls. They have actors call. We're flying by the seat of our pants here. It's whatever you want to say on the radio right now.
We're working without a net.
877-602-9696.
It's really a stupid thing for us to do.
Hello, yeah, what?
So 877-602-9696. Anything you want to talk about, call and talk about it now.
All right, well, let's start with CJ.
Hi, CJ.
Hello, yeah, what?
Hey, my lords and ladies, I was summoned this morning.
Yes. So I went to see Drunk Shakespeare in Chicago. And I know that
I went last year.
I know there are several Drunk Shakespeare companies around the country. You do something that's not Drunk Shakespeare, right?
No, it's very, very different. It is Drunken Shakespeare.
Drunken Shakespeare. And how does
it doesn't sound very different.
It doesn't sound,
How does it differ other than the name so you don't get sued?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I stated, I also went to Chicago, saw Drunk Shakespeare, and you mentioned that they basically really just do like the famous monologues, the more well-known scenes, and then it's just kind of like shenanigans in between, like
farting around.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they take 5 shots. One actor takes 5 shots at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
So how ours is, our entire cast comes out on stage, and we all shotgun a beer at the beginning of the show.
And
then we start doing the actual play. We do all the words, and we're drinking throughout the first half. And then during the second half, our audience members can donate to our company, which is Mad King Productions. They donate under the name of an actor, and in real time, they will see a drink come out to that actor on stage, and they have to incorporate that into the show.
They target people.
Now, do you get through a whole play? You can't get through a whole play, right?
We do, but we also shorten our show. So we do edit it. The first half, so we are currently doing The Tempest. We open on June 13th. And our first half of the show is about 45 minutes. Second half of the show is about another 40 minutes. It goes very, very quickly, especially because as we do start imbibing, we just kind of want to get through with the show. And we just
Is there any ad-libbing, or do you stick to the script?
Oh, no, there's a lot of ad-libbing.
Okay.
We also try to modernize the language to help the audience understand what exactly is going on.
If people want to get tickets for Drunken Shakespeare, how do they do it?
Yes. They can go to madkingproductionslc.com. You can Google us. We're pretty much the only Mad King Productions out there. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Tickets are there. Show opens June 13th. It runs the whole rest of the month. We have a brand new space at the Gateway called the Fellowship Theater. It's right next to Tucano's and the Bruce.
Okay, cool. Nice to hear from you, CJ.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Lords and Lady. Have a great day.
too.
Thank you very much.
I like her.
Bye.
All right.
I like that attitude.
Yes, 877-602-9696 to participate in.
Hello, yeah, what?
And Jeremy is here. Oh, good Lord, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Roll your window up, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine.
What's up?
Why does cancer got to suck so bad?
It really does.
Yeah.
What's your particular beef with it today?
Well, it's already taken my mom, so I guess it's not today, it's every day. But I just, you guys said, ask what you want to talk about, and that's what I wanted to talk about. And I also wanted to say I love you guys. You guys rock.
I love you too.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Jeremy. Sorry about your mom.
We've all dealt with it, and some of us more than others.
Yep.
I've had lots of cancer myself all over my face.
Yeah,
Your face, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's cute.
Well, I guess it's better than your nuts.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right.
Take care.
Take care, Jeremy. See ya.
Thanks, Jeremy. Let's go to.
That was classic. Hello, yeah. Well,
That was. Jamie is here. Jamie.
Hello, yeah, what?
Hi, Jamie. What's with you?
Hey there. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, I just wondered if I could say hi to my adult daughter, Layla.
No.
I raised her right,
No,
and she listens to you guys every morning, even after she moved out.
No, I'm sorry. You can't say anything about it or to her.
Sorry.
Hi,
Can I
Layla.
get you guys to say hi to Layla?
I will not say hi, Layla.
I just said hi, Layla.
I refuse to say hi, Layla.
Thank you, Gina.
You're welcome.
I'm not going to say it. Hi, I'm not going to say hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla.
All right.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thanks for raising her right.
All right. So you get the idea about hello, yeah, what?
She'll move back in, Jamie.
Yeah, probably.
Hello, yeah, what?
877-602-9696 is the number to call to participate.
Hello, yeah, what?
Traffic, Gina.
A big mess northbound I-15 coming out of Lehigh, trying to go around Point of the Mountain. I know earlier there was a bunch of debris that they had to stop traffic to clear off. I believe that's done, but it looks like the slowdowns are still in place through there. We've got a secondary crash eastbound 201 freeway near 32nd West in West Valley on the left shoulder. This is in the backup from the first crash at Redwood Road on the right. That's at the Redwood Road exit there. We've got a crash southbound US 89 Skyline Drive in South Ogden. And whatever you're seeing on the road, you can text it to us, 33986. Excel Automotive Repair, commuter vehicle repair specialists, Asian and small domestic vehicles, dealership quality service at independent shop rates, located at 33rd South, 290 East. To make an appointment, go to excelautomotiverepair.com.
All right, KXRK Provo.
Hello, yeah, what?
Continues after these messages, 877-602-9696. Hester Games at 6831 South State Street. For all your board games, Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, dice, figures, paints, all that stuff, the latest board games, Haster has it. Sure, you can go to their website, hastergames.com, but you need to take it in, 6831 South State Street. Get ready for this week's amazing MTG Final Fantasy pre-release. This incredible new set is going to be an absolute blast to play on the tabletop in Haster Games, giving Magic players an exclusive first chance to check it out. These events are happening on Friday and Saturday, June 6th and 7th. Seating for the events is incredibly limited. They encourage anyone wanting to participate to contact the shop or head to HasterGames.com before it's too late. You don't want to miss out on the event. New in store is the Pokemon TCG set Destined Rivals. This set lets players join forces with the likes of some of the Pokemon's world's most daring heroes, or reconsider their loyalties and fight alongside their most iconic villain, Team Rocket, featuring a ton of exciting new Pokemon X cards, including the infamous Mewtwo. Destined Rivals allows Pokemon players to battle more boldly than ever before. So go to HasterGames.com, or better yet, go see them, 6831 South State. Missed a morsel of murder from your...
6.
All right.
Lawn and Vineyard is texting us. We want you to call from Vineyard for Hello, Yeah, What?
Lawn.
If you would, please.
Lawn. L-O-N. Vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Yes. More importantly, Vineyard.
More importantly, Vineyard. All right. We continue with our feature.
Hello, yeah, what?
Hello, yeah, what? Randall is here.
Hello, yeah, what?
Randall, hello.
Good morning, Lord. How are you?
Fine. What's up?
I just wanted to put in a plug for my yogurt shop downtown.
Okay.
9th and 9th.
You have your own your own yogurt shop? You run it? You own it?
Yeah, I own it. It is a franchise, but we're only the third store. The other ones are in Ohio.
Oh, what was it called?
And it's called Yagut.
Yagut, okay.
And it's on 9th and 9th, 932 East, 900 South, and it's actually Greek yogurt. They're all Greek tart yogurt based.
Oh,
so they're super healthy and very delicious.
Lots of protein.
That sounds good.
You make like shakes and all kinds of stuff?
Yeah, we do like bowls, which are like smoothies in a bowl with stuff on top, and then we do smoothies, and we do just cups of yogurt.
Can you run one over here? We're not that far away.
Absolutely. I would absolutely love to bring you guys some samples.
Just run one over here.
If you could just drizzle some honey on that, put some blueberries and pecans on top.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I would love to do that.
Okay, what's it called again?
It's called Yagut, Yagoot, 9th and 9th.
Yagut. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hello, yeah, what?
All right, let's go to Braden.
Hello, yeah, what?
Katie, keep watching the door for the yogurt.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Good morning, everyone. How are
Fine.
all of you?
Fine,
We're
just
fine. What's going on, Braden?
Great. Well, I just wanted to call and tell everyone that the new video game Doom Dark Ages is well worth the download.
We had JD, our video game expert, on last week, and he was saying the same thing about it.
That is the reason why I downloaded the game, was because of him.
He gave it a glowing review.
Yeah.
And you support that now.
I do.
Well,
okay.
all right.
Absolutely.
So, when do you think you'll be coming out of your mom's basement?
It's going to be a while, Bill. This game's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
You stand by that. Don't let Bill make you feel bad for having a good time.
I'm just asking a question.
I might get my mom to play it.
There you go.
Mom, come on. We're supposed to be working together.
Give it a try, God, Mom.
Stop killing me,
You guys are
Mom.
wonderful. I hope you all have a great day.
Thanks, Braden.
Too.
Thanks, Braden. 877-602-9696 is the number to call to participate.
Hello, yeah, what?
All right, let's go to Jason.
Hello, yeah, what?
Jason, what's up?
Hello. Well, I am so glad to call again. It's been a minute, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there's another card show and memorabilia at the Southtown Mall, hosted by the Crossroads memorabilia. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to be there as DePapa JJ, and I'm bringing a lot of vintage Pokemon cards, and I'll even be giving some original promos away.
Well,
just to kind of celebrate it.
That does sound like a lot of fun.
It is.
Okay.
So, and I'm still waiting for you to bring your Star Trek cards, just to bring them.
Oh, okay.
Just to show them off.
Just they're on my desk right now. So you can swing by and pick them up, Jason.
So is that what you do at a show like this? People will just bring stuff and show it off, and then take it back.
So you can bring your cards, and you can bring them to show them off and trade them and sell them. So there's a lot of vendors, including myself. We'll be buying, we'll be selling, and we'll be doing trades for what you have and what we have. It's a really great way to keep the hobby going and make it a positive environment, especially for the kids.
And as you said, it'll be a lot of fun.
It will.
Okay.
It's just a really great place, really great community. So,
all right.
Thank you.
And remember, don't waste your Charizard. See, I made him laugh.
Dirty.
He got it.
Sounds dirty. I don't like that.
All right, Jason. Thank you.
have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Well, the lines are open. I think we have a little more time.
877-602-9696.
I'm looking at the Yagut yogurt.
Yeah.
And wow. It looks really good.
Is he almost here?
He's not even close
to
be.
Crap. thought he was going to rush out of the store right now.
Is it bad that I will do a frozen yogurt, but like a regular yogurt?
Yes. It's hypocritical.
Because frozen yogurt's almost ice cream, really.
It really, yeah.
I don't think it. What I'm saying is, I don't think it counts as yogurt.
You know how much butter and eggs are in ice cream, and you don't eat eggs.
That's true.
I eat eggs like mixed in things. I just don't eat eggs. Like, here's a plate of eggs. I don't eat that. But if you...
Lang refers to it as sad ice cream.
It's different. It's
got its own textures and
it's usually sort of tangy, which is good.
That's the thing. That's my problem with it.
Is the tang?
Well, frozen yogurt is a little tangy.
A little
as well.
bit, but if I put a bunch of crushed up Oreos on it, you can't taste it.
Well, you can put if you just get some nice yogurt and mix honey in with it, it's delicious. Maybe put a few blueberries, as Carrie said, or raisins. I like raisins.
So what we do is we just get regular Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
And drizzle honey on it.
Yeah.
Blueberries, pecans.
I know it's good for you.
Mix it up. It's delicious.
But that's usually not a selling point for me.
Oh, frozen yogurt is not made from yogurt.
What's it made from?
According to a texture.
It's eggs. It's nothing but eggs.
I don't know.
That's probably why I'll eat it.
Hello? Yeah, what?
It's not yogurt at all. So
apparently,
why do they call it yogurt?
Because it's not ice cream.
Why do they call ice cream that you get at certain restaurants ice cream when it's not ice cream at all?
What? What? What do you mean you get?
At fast food places, a lot of the places where you get ice cream or shakes, it's not ice cream.
Well, they don't say it's ice cream.
They say it's a shake. Come get a shake.
It's a shake. It's not a milkshake. Yeah, because there's no milk in it. It's gel.
Listen, I'm not discriminating. I'll eat it all.
Sure, I will too.
Whatever you're offering, I'll take it.
We need the Yagut guy to call back.
Bill's really...
Well, let's send Nick down there.
Well, no, I mean, not to get... Maybe he can't get to the phone because he's on his way here.
Yeah, we need to send Nick down there to get him on as a regular customer.
Yes, so that we have a regular supply. Gina has bigger problems, though, with this whole Little House on the Prairie thing.
Oh, can I talk about this now? I was going to give it to Bill to be a boner candidate tomorrow.
Well, okay. You got a minute if you want to do it now.
The headline I saw...
I don't want to make it a boner candidate. This is your beef.
I got excited. Here's the headline. Little House on the Prairie reboot, everything we know about the Netflix series. Okay. I've been very excited about this.
Well, you love Little House on the Prairie.
I want to know everything about the new series.
Mm-hmm.
The Ingalls family is back with more adventures in the American Midwest with a fresh adaptation of Little House on the Prairie. Rather than reboot of the timeless original series portrayed growing up in the 19th century, we're flashing forward to family life in the 21st century.
Here, this is what'll make it work for you.
Modern day Little House on the Prairie?
Here's what they're going to do. They're going to have, like the Ingalls family, dressed exactly like they were in the original series.
Yeah,
living in a shack someplace in a city.
Is it like an Amish family?
Making bread and churning butter. And,
but in 2025.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that doesn't sound like Little House on the Prairie to me.
No! I am... I'm not putting this on for the radio. I'm very upset about this.
There's still prairie. There can be a Little House on the Prairie.
I wanted horses, and I wanted the mercantile, and I wanted...
Well, maybe there will be horses.
Why don't they have faith in doing the show?
Exactly.
Why is that Ingalls family riding horses everywhere? They could have a car.
This says, I fell deeply in love with these books when I was 5 years old. They inspired me to become a filmmaker, and I'm honored and thrilled to be adapting these stories for a new global audience with Netflix.
That sounds lovely.
No, it doesn't. You could how many cowboy western period shows are there available? It's not like they're not popular.
Did you ever read the books?
Yes.
Well, then why weren't you outraged about how they messed with the books?
I loved everything.
Because Paul in the books, Paul couldn't keep a job, dragged his family all over the place, kept him poor.
They didn't keep him poor on purpose.
Because he never would buckle down and do anything.
Little House on the Prairie, Bill, is based on that. Basically, it doesn't have all of the books in it. It's a snapshot, and it's not all of the books are represented in the TV show.
Well, it's not. They don't represent it accurately, and Michael Landon looked like a hippie. He didn't look like Paw on the Prairie.
He was cute.
He was a good-looking hippie.
And
a bedwetter.
I'm normally try to be more.
I
show me what you got.
No,
but
this is not what you signed
No.
up for, and this is not what they signed up for either.
You could totally do a reboot of the old timey Little House.
But it's
show.
they've already done it. He wants to do something different.
But that show sounds like a show that's already been done,
Yeah.
just called Little House on the Prairie.
Well, you don't. He hasn't. He didn't say much about it, like what he's going to do with it.
It's going to be like a CW show, or
that's what it sounds like.
I think what he's
Nellie Olson is the mean girl.
I think what he's going to do is he's going to these are the same characters, and they're all of a sudden time traveled into the future.
I will
And they
watch
have to
this
figure it
just
out.
because I would love to be proven wrong about this, but it is not what I was expecting.
Doesn't sound like the show. All right. Well, there you go. That's your.
Hello? Yeah, what?
Thank you.
Going north on I-15 from Utah County to Salt Lake County is not what you're expecting either, probably. Major slowdowns. We had the earlier issue with debris in the road at about 123rd South, but we've got other issues there now. Crash northbound I-15 in Lehigh. We've got two crashes eastbound 201 freeway near 32nd West and West Valley on the left shoulder. This is the backup from the first crash to Redwood Road on the right there. So you've got two accidents you're dealing with through there. We've got a crash southbound I-215 West at 35th South on the ramp there. And a crash southbound US 89 45th South in Ogden. Whatever you're seeing on the roads, you can share it with us. 33986 is where you do that. Join Radio from Hell and Salt Lake Acting Company June 29th for a Not Safe for Work podcast recording before a matinee show of Slack's annual satire summer show, The Secret Lives of the Real Wives in the Salt Lake Hive. Get tickets and the full lineup of shows and more at x96.com, and you can enter our online contest to win a VIP table for 4 stage side for the podcast recording and a performance after. Slack's summer show runs from June 25th to August 17th. So go to x96.com for that.
All right. Let's see. Beat Gina coming up after these messages and a song. It's Succession trivia.
Ooh.
Yeah. So what is the prize that we have?
Larson. I'm doing that in a second. Utah Arts Festival tickets.
Arts Festival tickets. 877-602-9696 is the number to call to play. Beat Gina to get those Arts Festival tickets right after these messages and a song. 877-602-9696. Larson HVAC and Plumbing.
They are our HVAC and plumbing people. Sean Larson and his whole family-owned business since 2017. You want to stay cool all summer long and lower your energy bills at the same time? You can get $500 off a new high-efficiency air conditioner. Plus, get a year's worth of filters free from our friends at Larson HVAC and Plumbing. And those filters, you're not going to have to remember when to change them, because if you become a VIP member, Sean's just going to call you or send you a text or an email saying,
About time.
About time. We need to come out and change those for you. It's so nice. You don't have to deal with it at all. The tariffs might be raising prices on a lot of things, but right now, friends of the program can get a tariff-busting deal that'll save you money on your energy bills and save you a trip with a year's worth of new filters. Isn't that nice? So get your discount code by going to larsonhvac.com/X96, or just mention X96 when you call 801-930-5450. That's Larson HVAC. Because on this day, number one in the UK and USA album charts was Stadium Arcadium.
Oh.
Featuring that song, Danny California.
Nice. All right, thank you. Beat Gina brought to you by
Utah Arts Festival is back, bigger than ever, June 19th through the 22nd at Library Square in Salt Lake with over 100 musical performers on 5 stages, street theater performances, visual arts, film screenings, and more. Get the full lineup of events at x96.com.
Well, it's time for Beat Gina, still 100% Mayhem Bialik free.
Oh, good.
We'll join our show in a moment, but first, I'm your announcer, Johnny Ola, and you know, these warm summer days make me wish I was a kid again.
Oh?
But then I guess I still am a kid at heart. Well, that is, when it comes to Jell-O.
Ah.
Jell-O's such a swell treat.
It is.
Always. For a very special Jell-O dessert, Mrs. Ola serves jellied orange cubes.
Ooh.
They're bright and gay and so simple to make. Just mold the Jell-O in a flat pan, chill until firm, and then cut into shimmering little 1-inch cubes. Then turn them out into your prettiest serving bowl combined with fresh orange sections.
Mm-hmm.
You can use any flavor of Jell-O for jellied cubes. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, or lime. All 6 delicious flavors are rich with that famous locked-in goodness that's exclusive with Jell-O. Just as the name is exclusive with Jell-O, yes, that name, Jello, is a trademark, the property of General Foods. And it tells you, here's the genuine, the one only Jell-O gelatin dessert. So look for those big red letters on the box. Jello spells a treat. And now, the host guaranteed to jiggle your Jell-O. Here he is, Kerry Jackson.
Thank you very much, Johnny Ola.
You're welcome.
Welcome back.
You're welcome.
All right, the randomizer has picked a contestant. Gina, you'll be going up against Trish today. Trish,
Hi, Trish.
Are you there?
Hello.
All right, Trish.
This is Trish.
We're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you the advantage. Call it heads or tails.
I will go with heads, thank you.
Let's see what happens here. Right. It is heads.
Oh, you're one step closer to winning these Utah Arts Festival tickets.
Now, Trish, because you're going first, the first question is for you to answer exclusively multiple choice pop culture trivia. If you get it correct, you get the point. If not, oh, Gina's been paying attention. She'll answer the same question correctly, stealing your point away. We'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. The HBO series Succession premiered on this day in 2018.
Great show.
Yes. So we've got some Succession trivia for you. First question for you, Trish. Here we go. In the first season, Shiv is recruited by Nate to come to work for Gil Eves, a progressive politician that has an antagonistic relationship with her father. Which politician is Gil based on? Is it 1, Mayor McCheese? Is it 2, Senator Palpatine? Is it 3, Bernie Sanders? Or 4, Chuck Schumer?
I'm going to go with 4, Chuck Schumer.
Chuck Schumer? Oh, I threw that in there to confuse you.
Oh.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
There you go. Point for Gina. And she controls the question.
All right, Gina.
Yes.
In one of the most iconic moments of the show, Kendall performs a surprise rap for his father's 50th anniversary of the founding of Waystar in Season 2, Episode 8. Which lyrics are the start of the chorus of the rap?
Man, okay.
Is it 1, L to the OG? Is it 2, we sip champagne when we're thirsty? Is it 3, I'm a freak, I like the girls with the boom, I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom? I write these for Gina. Or 4, dogs love me because I'm crazy sniffable.
I'm going with number 1.
L to the OG is correct.
That was a total guess.
That's
Trish.
2 points for Gina, Trish. You better get back into the game.
All right, Trish. In the final episode of the second season, when Tom thinks that he will be the family sacrifice for the cruise scandal and is fed up with the games that Logan is playing, he takes out a little bit of revenge on Logan. He eats an item of Logan's food. What does he eat? Is it 1, Logan's McDLT? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Is it 2, Logan's Little Caesar's Big Bucket of Spaghetti? Is it 3, Logan's steak, or 4, Logan's chicken?
These are particularly hard today. I'll go with steak.
Steak, huh? Well,
there's the game.
Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know.
That's got to be chicken, I guess.
Sure it's not McDLT?
Hot side hot, cold side cold.
3-0. Sorry, Trish.
You're right. Those were this was not fair.
This was a tricky one.
I won the coin toss.
This was a tricky one, Trish.
None of this is fair, and Trish seems like a nice person. So even though I beat you, I'm going to give you these Utah Arts Festival tickets.
Well, isn't
anyway.
that nice?
You're wonderful, Gina.
That's what I wanted to hear.
All right, Trish. Hang on the line, and we'll tell you how to get those tickets.
Listen, I've got to get home. Mrs. Ola just called me. She said, just remember, Johnny, all that jiggles is not Jell-O.
Oh, my.
I better go see what
better
she
get
means.
home. All right, Big Boy News now, brought to you by...
Tired of paying too much for concerts? Experience great live music and enjoy adult beverages without paying stupid prices at Salt Lake's coolest venues. Don't miss Avi Kaplan with Guthrie Brown this Friday, June 6th at the Commonwealth Room. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
Well, a former personal assistant to Sean Combs, who says he raped her, testified yesterday that she continued sending him loving text messages for years after her job ended in 2017 because she was, quote, brainwashed. The woman testified for a third day under the pseudonym Maya at the federal sex trafficking trial of Combs. Used the word as defense attorney Brian Steele confronted her with skepticism and even suggested she had made up her claims, fabricated it all. Combs was 55, pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking, and I wonder why it was important that they threw his age in right there, and racketeering charges. His lawyers concede he could be violent, but he denies using threats or his powerful position in the music industry to commit abuse. Steele said that, now that's the defense attorney again, said that Mia had read aloud for the jury numerous loving text messages she sent to Combs, including one in 2019 in which she said she had a nightmare that she was trapped in an elevator with R. Kelly and that Combs rescued her. I think she's got problems.
Yeah.
The person who sexually assaulted you came to your rescue, Steele asked. Incredulously.
Yeah, well, I'm actually, with all the evidence they have, I'm curious why they would bring her on the stand.
He rephrased, asking if she really dreamed of being saved by a man who terrorized you and caused you PTSD. Prosecutor said, "We object." And the judge said, I'll sustain your objection. So on it goes. Elon Musk, as he became one of Donald Trump's closest allies last year, leading raucous rallies and donating about $275 million to help him win the presidency. Mm-hmm. He was also using drugs far more intensely than previously known, according to people familiar with his activities. Mr. Musk's drug consumption went well beyond occasional use. He told people that he was taking so much ketamine, which is a powerful anesthetic and hallucinogen, that it was affecting his bladder, a known effect of chronic use. He took ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms, and he traveled with a daily medication box that held about 20 pills, including ones with markings of the stimulant Adderall, according to a photo of the box and people who have seen it. It's unclear whether Musk was taking drugs when he became a fixture at the White House this year.
He was at this weekend, if you saw the video. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He had a black eye, and he couldn't stand still. He was bobbing and weaving. And
apparently he's been wearing diapers.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't control his bladder.
And then he tweets out, "I'm not on ketamine." But then they go back in his tweet feed
where he talked about
his tolerance for ketamine is ultra human and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's a mess.
He is.
He's
and has no business being in any position of power.
No. And he's just got all kinds of problems. I mean, it's just
and
family problems.
Is there any inkling of a truth to the rumor that Stephen Miller's wife
is leaving,
was having an affair with him?
I don't know.
What? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. That's apparently where the black eye came from.
Stephen Miller gave it to him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even though he says, I asked my kid to hit me, which is a strange thing.
Yeah. That fiery anti-Semitic attack in Boulder, Colorado over the weekend has shaken Utah's Jewish community, with congregations looking at how to increase security and ensure safety. An Egyptian national faces 16 charges, or 16 counts of attempted murder, after he threw Molotov cocktails at people marching for Israeli hostages. This person, who I will not name, planned it for a year, said Ron Zamir, who serves as the vice president of community relations for the United Jewish Federation of Utah. Those are my absolute worst nightmares as a rabbi, because I see my community in each of those communities, said Rabbi Sam Spector with the congregation Kol Ami. Spector came to Utah to lead the Mill Creek synagogue about 7 years ago. And everybody's on alert and nervous as to what could happen. Anybody who shops at the Smith's Market on Bluff Street in St. George knows Gary Sailing. He's a kind 80-year-old grocery bagger.
Okay.
What they don't know is that he once served Hollywood royalty and designed multi-million-dollar mansions for Wall Street financiers.
Really?
But he now works to pay off medical bills for the love of his life. The hardworking Mr. Sailing is getting a community assist from residents in St. George who wonder why he still has to work. He says he's got this workaholic nature from his single mother, who was the head waitress at the famous Victor Hugo restaurant in Beverly Hills.
Oh.
Sailing worked 3 jobs himself in high school, beginning bagging and delivering groceries in Laguna Beach, California. He remembers delivering groceries to a woman he said had a gravelly voice and a long cigarette. It was Betty Davis. "Thank you for the groceries, darling." She said, "Because your mother waited on me at Victor Hugo, how I know you're her son is that you're just as much of a workaholic as she is," she said. The work ethic served him well throughout his career as he became an architect. He designed multi-billion-dollar homes for elite clients.
Well, if you're an architect, you're really good at bagging groceries. I mean, you know the right way to stack that stuff in the bag.
But that's what he's doing now, and he's doing
because you said is he paying medical bills for a loved one, wife?
Yeah, for his wife.
Okay.
Yeah, for his wife. She has dementia, and it's called Sundowners syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
A form of dementia. They relocated to southern Utah to be near a neurologist. The neurology was covered by Medicare. What wasn't covered was the promise that I would keep her at home and never put her in a nursing home.
Yeah, the Sundowners, it's exactly what it sounds like. Like, they're pretty much okay during the day, but at night, they have, like, nighttime dementia after the sun goes down.
Really? She died in 2021, but his love for her continues, and so do the medical bills.
The medical bills.
He still owes $80,000.
Oh, my God.
Can't we write that off?
Which is why he continues to work at 80 years old.
There's got to be a way to just say, "Oh, you've done enough. That's good."
Jesus.
Some people in the community in St. George found out about this. Why is he still working at 80 years old? Found the story. So a bunch of people have helped raise some money.
So that's ridiculous.
But it's still just horrible that he has to do that. Let's see. Measles during air travel.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, people have been traveling with measles. It can be a risk, a very high risk. If you've been vaccinated, you're fine. But if you haven't, I would consider getting vaccinated if you're going to be traveling.
Or if you're around little small babies who aren't old enough to have been vaccinated.
Exactly.
Gina, I have a list here. I don't have time to do it for you, but it's the 7 things that ER doctors always take on vacation with them.
Oh.
Well, we've got a spot coming up. We got
to do that. We can do that letter coming up.
Well, we're going to do that coming up, and then
Okay.
we'll do the list at 9:30.
Okay.
All right. Sports, weather, traffic.
Oh, I love this headline. The Utah Mammoth have a new puppy, and you can adopt it. While October's opening night is still months away, Utah Mammoth fans can tune into a different kind of hockey game this week, featuring furry four-legged friends. This is like the Puppy Bowl, but for hockey.
Okay.
The Stanley Pup.
Are they putting little dogs on ice? Because that doesn't seem like it's very.
Yeah.
The Stanley Pup is back after debuting in 2024 and will have dogs representing all 32 NHL teams. The televised special features adoptable rescue pets competing on synthetic ice.
Oh, okay.
During the 90 minutes, so not actual ice, just it looks like ice. The program will air Friday on True TV and also the NHL Network. The Mammoths representative is Logan Drewley. She's named after Logan Cooley.
Yeah.
She's a 14-week-old Husky Shepherd mix, weighs 13.75 pounds, and is available for adoption. Petco Love, the national nonprofit organization, is providing dogs for the Stanley Pup. So they're not just exploiting these pups. They're up for adoption. Logan Drewley will meet his new teammate Kerfoot later this week. Kerfoot is a dog lover away from the rink. He surprised his wife with their dog, a mini Australian Labradoodle named Coconut, for Christmas. He was also excited when Utah introduced their official team dog, Archie, in November. Lots of dogs associated with the Utah Mammoth. Makes us love them even more. That's your sports. Weather. Oh, nice and cool this morning. It's only 59 right now. Going to get up to 75 for a high. 78 tomorrow. We'll be back up in the 80s by Thursday and stay there with maybe a slight chance of thunderstorms Friday, but mostly sunny and warm through the weekend, it looks like. Traffic, yes. Still lots of slowage northbound I-15. There's a couple of different accidents, one in Lehigh, and that slowdown earlier from all the debris on the road at 123rd South and Draper. So just from Lehigh all the way up into Sandy, you're going to see a lot of slowage northbound I-15. And whatever you're seeing, you can share it with us via text at 33986. Shark Summer at Clark Planetarium finally surfaced. See Shark Kingdom 3D on the giant IMAX screen. Snap a selfie with the 11-foot shark and enjoy shark-themed snacks and gifts. It's happening all summer long at Clark Planetarium.
The mystery of the polar bear in the Idaho Mall. After
wait.
these.
I can't decide.
Offspring's coming on August 3rd, if you're curious.
August 3rd. Let's see. I'm looking at...
I'm looking at the snow. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
It's just...
I got worried that Boba Fett died, Carrie, because Boba Fett was trending. I don't...
Well, you mean the actor?
No,
They killed him off?
Oh, I just got worried. Doesn't appear.
Did you click on it?
Yeah.
I'm not clicking on it.
Oh, is
because
this a spoiler?
I'm thinking it's a spoiler that you have already spoiled now.
Mm-hmm.
It just
for The Mandalorian, which I haven't watched yet. I'm planning on watching today.
Gina, did you manage to avoid the Succession spoiler?
No, that was my thing that must go yesterday.
So you did find out what it was. Have you watched the show?
No,
yet?
Neither have I, and I know what the spoiler is.
You do know.
But
let me tell you this about it. And I'm not going to say what it is. Knowing what it is does not ruin the show.
I've heard there are things about it like there's some long shot, some amazing, like, 30-minute long one-take shot or something.
30 minutes?
It's just how the people respond to what happens is what's important and what's interesting. Not what happens, but how everybody responds to it. So
we've got them stacked up. We got that and Yellow Jackets stacking up, and
I hate that you're not able to keep things. There's no way to keep things a secret.
Well, that show, The Beef, is so good.
I finished that.
I haven't finished it yet.
I finished that.
Those people are all just so awful.
Everyone is terrible.
Oh my God! Even when you start thinking even the little girl, think, oh, you little brat.
So my husband is not on social media at all.
Good for him.
So he's able to ignore things. So and he does this with sports stuff all the time.
Oh.
Like he wants to watch Premier League soccer with Muhammad, my son, not the prophet. And he's like, "Oh, I recorded that game. Let's watch it." And every time Muhammad's like, I know what happened. Unless you watch things in real time, there's no way.
Very occasionally, I want to watch a sporting event and not in real time. And if I do, I just go out of my way to not.
It's hard though.
But you can do it.
Basically, there's too many shows.
Yeah.
Egg 6.
All right. Is this a sponsor, Gina?
No, we just need to get to it. I'm so excited.
Here it is. Email of interest.
Well, a while ago, Gina was waxing nostalgic for her childhood in Idaho, in Caldwell, was it?
Nampa, Idaho.
Nampa. And about the Karcher Mall, where there was a stuffed polar bear.
Yes.
In a big glass case.
That was my memory of it from a little kid.
Here it is, Sketchy Blake from Ogden. This is your Radio from Hell field report from Sketchy Blake, Ogden.
God bless you, Blake.
Your humble servant in the trenches of mid-tier mystery and lightly fried meat. So there I was, dutifully making my way to Boise on assignment for Gina, chasing the great Idaho tradition of finger steaks. Because apparently fried beef strips are a cornerstone of our cultural identity now.
It's true.
But like any good investigative journalist with ADHD, I was swiftly derailed by a bigger story. The mystery of the missing Karcher Mall polar bear.
Yes.
Now, before we go further, let me say this. Everyone loves a polar bear.
Sure.
But if you ever actually looked at the Karcher Mall display, you'd know this was not the Coca-Cola commercial material. Ooh. No, this bear looked like it was mid-lunge, jaws agape, about to obliterate a baby seal. Which, having lived in Idaho for several years, feels disturbingly on brand.
There was a baby seal there as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
So what happened to this bloodthirsty icon of potato suburban taxidermy? I hit the hallowed halls of the Karcher Mall, still very much open for business if your business involves questionable cell phone cases and anxiety. I asked several locals about the polar bear, most of whom looked at me like I'd lost all my potatoes.
Oh, no.
Eventually, I found some longtime Idahoans who knew exactly what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
They whispered of a rumor, because, of course, there's a rumor that the bear had been relocated to the Health and Science Center at Northwest Nazarene University in Nampa. Naturally, I pursued this hot tip like the serious journalist I pretend to be. After wandering through the sterile academic hallways that smelled like lab gloves and existential debt, I found it. A massive polar bear named Ivan. A true specimen. And based on its menacing glare and unspoken trauma, I was 84% sure that this was the Karcher bear. But the seal? Gone.
Oh.
Likely digested, one student shrugged. But another student, freshman Navi Blue Graff, confirmed this bear used to be a rug. Yes, the majestic mascot of the Northwest Nazarene was once walked upon by someone's uncle before being stuffed and propped up in a Christian university lobby.
Wow.
Truly the circle of life, but this was not the bear we were looking for.
Oh, no.
No, it's not the one. Feeling only mildly defeated and fully out of gas station burritos, I made my way back to the Nampa Motel 6 and took my search online, and what did I find? According to some highly credible internet sleuths, and by that I mean Reddit, the polar bear and, shockingly, the fully undigested seal are now living their best diorama life at a Cabela's in Fargo, North Dakota. Yes, Fargo. I've attached a photo. I should have given this to Katie. For evidence for your review, though, let's be honest. With how good AI these days, it's just possibly be a deep fake or particularly an elaborate tax evasion. Well, I could travel to Fargo to confirm, well, sure, but I have some freaking finger steaks to report on. This has been your Radio from Hell field correspondent. I'm Sketchy Blake of Ogden, still steakless, still confused, still haunted by that seal.
Well done,
Well
Blake.
done, Sketchy Blake.
Let's see, in the
Google
picture,
polar bear Cabela's Fargo.
The picture he sent is kind of sketchy.
Demetra says she knows some people who moved here from Fargo. But don't know if that helps. But
there you go. I think this is probably your polar bear.
Okay, let's see. Taxidermy polar bear at Cabela's. This one has a little seal.
Aha.
Are
there any pictures?
There's pictures.
Does it look like the one you remember? You're not convinced.
I'm not convinced.
Here, come and look at Sketchy Blake's picture.
Yeah, look at Sketchy Blake's picture. Let's see.
I don't know. I think he got this online.
By God, we'll get to the bottom of this.
It's kind of not a...
Yeah, that's the Karcher Mall one. So the one at Cabela's is...
Well, this is it. This is at Cabela's.
No, that's the one at Cabela's? That's Karcher Mall.
The red carpet. I know that.
That's the red carpet from Karcher Mall.
Oh, so this is an old...
Oh, wait, but he's pointing at it right there. Okay.
What's that?
See the mouth open there? And the mouth open there?
Yeah, I know.
I see it.
So it is. So it is there.
That could be it.
So it is at the Cabela's?
Yeah, that could be. If it's that.
There must be better pictures of it.
It's a terrible picture.
I mean, everybody's got a damn camera.
That must be
and
it.
everybody's got a social media
Yeah,
post.
here's a better picture of it.
I mean, there must be.
Yeah. I think that's it. It's very similar.
Have we solved the mystery?
I think we may have.
Or should I say Sketchy Blake has solved the mystery?
I'm so pleased with your reporting, Sketchy Blake.
There it is.
That's the one at Karcher Mall.
Oh, my hell. Why do they have a dead baby seal there?
Because that's what polar bears do.
That's just terrible.
Let's go. Look, kids. He's going to eat the seal.
I'm so happy about this information.
I don't know why it was at the mall.
Is Sketchy Blake single? I may be in love.
I don't think
texter
he is.
says. No,
I don't think he is.
he is.
Well, earlier I saw Blake texting in that his daughter Dawson really wants to go to the Lola Young show.
Oh.
She didn't win those tickets, but Katie, I think based on this reporting, I mean, Sketchy Blake went way out of his way. I think we should find some Lola Young tickets.
He didn't bring us any finger steaks.
That's true.
I think we should find those.
Katie's going to see if she can make that happen.
I think we need to make that happen. Excellent reporting.
There must be some. Yeah, maybe you can go and talk to promotions.
We'll
today.
make that happen.
See if we can make that work. Well, we can sleep now.
You don't understand. So that mall, the red carpet at the mall, part of the reason I remember that carpet so vividly is my baby sister Carrie. I was pushing her in a stroller there, and I was running with the stroller because that's fun.
Yeah.
And I stopped too fast, and she wasn't buckled in, and she went flying onto the.
Well, that's fun too.
Onto the red carpet. She was fine, but at school we were doing confession at my Catholic school up there. And when I went to confession, I confessed that I dumped my baby sister out on the red carpet at the Karcher Mall. And I had to say several Hail Marys
and the polar bear almost got her.
See, I was worried that it was your sister's blood that made the carpet red, but apparently it's the seal.
It's the dead baby seal.
The dead baby seal. Mystery solved. Email of interest. Oh, wow.
So I'm glad he didn't call in. That was better as a letter, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Still lots of slowdowns northbound I-15 coming out of Lehigh around Point of the Mountain there. Also crash a little bit further north in Sandy, northbound I-15. So you're going to run into a couple issues if you're trying to get to Salt Lake from Utah County. Everything else looks great. You haven't sent anything in via text, but you always can if you see something. 33986. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice, paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State, or hastergames.com.
All right. Thank you very much. We will take a break. We will be back after these messages and a song with the Boner Recap Game. Easy to play, easy to win. Just call and tell us who won the Boner this morning. If you were listening, you know. If you weren't listening, I would cheat today, I think. Go to x96.com. Look for the box that says Boners. June 3rd, 2025. Click on there. It'll say winner next to the correct answer. What is our prize?
We have a Radio from Hell chicken bucket. Does contain a T-shirt and a Radio from Hell diner-style mug. Does not contain chicken. Katie usually finds some other goodies to put in there as well. And
we encourage you to have your picture taken with the bucket.
It's a hat.
Wearing it like a hat.
Makes it great. And you can, because, as we said, it never has contained actual chicken.
Yeah.
There's no grease stains or anything like that.
So 877-602-9696 is the number to call to play the Boner Recap Game. After these messages and a song, stand by. RenaissanceRanch.com.
Renaissance Ranch is a place for people who are suffering from addiction to drugs or alcohol. It's a local, family-owned place, and they really care. The family's been through it before. They understand. That's why they started the Renaissance Ranch. And the staff is also recovering addicts who have great empathy because they understand the addiction cycles and the problems that you're going through. Renaissance Ranch offers residential and outpatient services as well. Help is out there at Renaissance Ranch. Now, this is a program designed for male patients specifically, and I know the hardest part is allowing yourself to reach out for help, but you can do it. Renaissance Ranch, they're very nice people. They really do care. So go to RenaissanceRanch.com. You'll find very good, compelling success stories there, and you'll find a free consultation at RenaissanceRanch.com. They now accept most private insurance and
I have a list.
And list?
And list of what?
Phrases our parents used that would never fly with today's kids.
Things that they say, I mean, okay, let's.
There are many phrases our parents use that would never fly with today's kids who are largely plugged into discussions of emotional intelligence and therapy terms that unpack and unravel traditionalist language. Kids today are more emotionally and socially aware. You need to talk to them differently.
Okay. Says you.
Says this study.
Okay.
Here, I was waiting for Carrie to play the thing, but I guess we're not.
I'm having a little trouble here.
Let's just.
Here's the first one.
Okay.
Because I said so. According to a study.
That won't fly with today's kids?
I guess not. Parents who've experienced their own adverse childhood experiences and trauma tend to repeat the cycle with their own kids. Because I said so is one of the phrases our parents use that would never fly with today's kids. It's no longer a powerful phrase for parents to get what they want, meaning kids don't care.
Kids never cared about that phrase. Because I said so. And you know how I know that? Because I said so.
But the point being that used to work with kids like, all right, well, mom said so I guess I have to do that.
I don't think
kids
it did
today work. will not abide by that.
I mean,
apparently.
it worked on me. I'm kind of left out of this list because I don't have any kids, so I have to judge by you guys' responses. And yours are certainly skewed.
my kids, I don't think I would ever say that to them.
Stop being so dramatic or stop being so sensitive. Can't say that today. Probably said that too. You were probably told that when you were a kid.
You think? You think I would have been? Oh, I would never. Nobody would say that to me.
Healthy parents show up to support their kids. This is today, not back then. Teach them emotional intelligence. Work with them to set boundaries. Express their needs.
So you people who are listening, by the way, whose kids are now grown up and have left home, you're all failures.
I'll give you something to cry about.
You want something to cry about? I'll give you.
My dad used to say that to me. Yeah.
Phrases like this one, or it hurts me more than it hurts you, like if they're spanking you.
Well, you don't spank them anymore, do you?
But no, like in the past, that's something they would say. This hurts me more than it hurts
Dad
you.
Dad tried saying that, and I said, oh, I don't think so.
Now parents take time to sit with their kids and talk things through, not...
How's that working?
Not have corporal punishment.
How's that working out for you?
Not so well.
Get over it.
Oh, get over it.
Like if your kids are upset about something, parents today...
Just about all of these said to me.
Would you send me this list? Because I'm going to start using these.
Maybe you should.
Don't come home until the street lights come on. We all had that.
No, that's worded wrong.
Oh.
It's you had to be home before the street lights came on. Not don't come home until.
Oh,
yeah. I read that this morning and I went, that's worded wrong.
Yeah, it is.
No, it means that's your cue.
That's your cue to come home. When the street lights come on, you get home.
But kids today don't have unsupervised play largely.
Yeah.
They have play dates and everything is organized and.
Yeah, no fun. They don't have fun anymore.
You brought this on yourself.
That's true.
Parents who rely on guilt tripping to get what they want are essentially emotionally blackmailing their children by suggesting they're at fault for sparking conflict or discomfort simply by expressing their opinions or even making a mistake. A phrase like this encourages children to live in an anxiety-perceived failure. Oh, you just wait till your father gets home.
Oh, Mom would say that all the time. Yeah.
No, they don't say that anymore.
Why not?
Well, because that's
the father should be the enforcer.
Yeah, that means mom doesn't have the authority to discipline you, and it also is.
Dad hits harder. That's
yeah.
why.
Well, and it's making kids afraid of their father. That's that's not okay. You have it easier than I did as a kid.
I used to walk 2 miles to school, you know.
It's that. But don't.
Well, my dad used to use this as an example because he didn't have indoor plumbing. So.
But it's true. Most of our kids have it better than we had, and we had than our parents. It should be.
Well, it should be that way.
Should be
my kids are nothing but little freeloaders.
If you loved me, you would do this. Don't use
that. That's great. Use love as blackmail.
Well, Mom never said that, but she said, would you do this for me?
And how do you say no to that?
And how do I say no?
Mm-hmm.
And finally, you're right, I'm a horrible parent. Like when kids would yell at you and say, you're a horrible dad, you're the worst dad ever. You're right, I'm a horrible parent.
I would never, ever, ever allow my kids to say that. Or I would never say that to my kids because they would say, no, it's true. You are a dad.
We've looked around.
Yeah.
We've compared you with other parents.
Yeah. You know, why can't you be like so-and-so's parents?
So there you go.
I'm not sure how I'd handle it. I'm glad I don't have kids.
Yeah, you're lucky.
You don't have to worry about any of that.
You're lucky.
Especially after watching that adolescent show.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. We'll talk about it coming up.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
You brought us a treat?
Oh, let me get those.
Cookies. We were talking about them the other day, and I guess they had these out last year, too. Hot cocoa, what is it?
Hot cocoa flavor cream.
Oreos.
I saw them in the grocery store, and I went, well, I imagine I know what that tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did a story about them, and I went, damn it.
Supposed to taste like cocoa.
So then I went to the grocery store yesterday, pick up some stuff, and they were there.
What's the difference between cocoa and hot chocolate?
I don't know.
I think there is.
It says marshmallow and hot cocoa flavor cream. Ooh, artificially flavored.
Well, what are they going to do? Make hot chocolate and then dehydrate it and...
Yeah, you could.
Science could do that.
But it's cheaper to have science make your flavors.
Now, hot chocolate, do they just melt a chocolate bar?
It's the cream is part hot cocoa, artificially flavored, and then the other half of the cream is marshmallow flavored. So you get both in the.
It smells good. I like that kind of sweet chemically smell. And it's the regular Oreo sandwich cookies. Now, do you take it apart, do you think, or do you just eat it?
I think you eat it however you want to eat it.
I mean, I don't have any milk. If I were home, I'd give it a little dunk.
I'll give you a little dunk.
It's the only way I get dairy. Is if I have Oreos to dunk in milk.
No ice cream?
Oh, well, yeah, no.
Well,
I like that.
It's not bad.
I like it better than an Oreo.
It's creamier.
Yeah.
It is creamier, isn't it?
Yeah. I wish it was double stuff, though.
Is that more? Yeah. If you do the flavors with a double stuff, then I'm interested.
There could be a little more in there.
I like the carrot cake ones that they do, though.
Oh, my God.
That's because you're not supposed to put vegetables in cake, right? Is that right, Gina?
Because on this day in 1977, Bob Marley and the Wailers released Exodus, album featuring Waiting in Vain, Three Little Birds,
lots of stuff.
One Love, and that one,
Jama.
Jamming.
Did somebody from some town want to know about that?
Oh, I bet. Should we look? Let me look on our Twitter feed, on our text line.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Frank in Santaquin is jamming with us in
Santaquin.
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 Not San Quentin.
No, Santa.
Different.
Santaquin.
Named after an Indian chief.
All right. Well, let's see. I think it's time for the Boner recap.
Well, then we must have somebody on the line who would like to do that.
The randomizer has picked Lisa.
Lisa, good morning.
Lisa.
Good morning.
You sound chipper today. How are you?
Just peachy keen.
That's great to know. You know, do I sound chipper this morning, Lisa?
You actually do.
That's really amazing because I feel like I'm about to fall asleep.
That's the travel
I'm
tired.
on my second thermos of coffee.
Yeah,
So
it's travel.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa, we're going to do the Boner recap here, and if you are successful, you will win a prize, which is what, Gina?
A Radio from Hell chicken bucket, which contains a T-shirt and a Radio from Hell diner-style mug, and
does not contain actual chicken.
No, does not.
Never has contained actual chicken. But when you win it, Lisa, would you please take a picture of yourself wearing it as a hat and send it to us?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, good, because they look wonderful. All right, here, I'm going to read these boner candidates. You tell me which one was the winner. Number one, they're killing the ducks, so I had to do it. This is a story of a guy who liked to hunt ducks. So he lured them to an area that he built, water and marshy stuff. But the hawks and the eagles were killing the ducks before he could kill them. So he started killing the hawks and the eagles because, they were
killing the ducks.
Killing the ducks. That's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only got 1 day in jail and a $10,000 fine.
That's the real crime.
Yeah, and he killed over 20 eagles and hawks. Let's see, boner candidate number 2. It was the devil that did it. It was Satan, I tell you. That's what Mike Lindell, who invented the pillow, that's what he said. Satan was behind the 2020 election. Satan rigged the election so that Donald Trump Well, he says so he didn't win, but he really did win.
Did he or didn't he?
So which is it, Mike?
Well, we've also got you on tape blaming the Democrats, and now you're saying it wasn't the Democrats, it was the devil.
Have you tried one of my pillows? They're really good. And then there was boner candidate number 3. Now, wait a minute. You say there's a hurricane season? Well, that's news to me, gosh darn it. The new head of the Federal Emergency Management Agency were confused and dispirited on Monday after the acting head of the agency said during a daily briefing that he had not been aware that the country has a hurricane season, according to 3 sources familiar with the meeting. Really? Hurricane season, you say? Well,
Yeah, this is a meritocracy, they keep saying.
Yeah, these are people that they merit these jobs.
The best qualified person should get them, they keep saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hurricane season, huh? Well, I'll be jiggered. That's just terrible.
None of that DEI stuff, boy.
All right, those were the 3 candidates. Who was the winner, Lisa?
Well, the very most smartest boner candidate number 3.
You're right. And that he was the winner, and you knew that, and that makes you a winner.
You get the chicken bucket.
So congratulations, Lisa. Hang on the line, and Katie will tell you what you need to do next. Thanks for playing.
All right.
I do. We have just a second here.
We have about a minute and a half.
Radio from Hell and Salt Lake Acting Company.
Oh, yeah.
June 29th for a Not Safe for Work podcast recording before a matinee show of Slack's annual satire summer show. This year they're calling it The Secret Lives of the Real Wives in the Salt Lake Hive. I'm sure it's exactly what you think it's going to be.
This is like they used to just always do Saturday's Voyeur, and now they do
these special things.
It's the same sort of thing, but.
You can find ticket links and the full lineup of shows at x96.com. Also at x96.com, you can enter an online contest to win a VIP table for 4 stage side for the podcast recording and performance. The Slack Summer Show runs June 25th through August 17th. Now, they're going to have tickets available for purchase, like I said, at x96.com. There'll be a link there. There's a limited number of those available. This is going to sell out really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in going, I mean, you can go to anything on the run, but if you want to go the day that we are doing our show, it's a Sunday.
And you can bring your own wine and food. And
a little picnic set up. And
it's really fun.
And you'll be seeing, here's another reason to come, speaking of being tired from travel, Carrie Jackson will have traveled from Japan the day before. What time does your flight get in? When you
we get in Saturday evening.
So you don't even get a whole day to...
No.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be fun.
No, I've got something every day for the rest of the month.
Every day. No day off.
No day off. There you go.
I'll be better tomorrow.
You're fine today.
I think it comes across as fine. I don't feel fine. It's like, oh my God. Between when the songs are on, I'm going, oh.
All right. We will take a break. We'll be back with some big boy news and opinioendo after these. Stand by.
Hey.
And I have a mini list here. It's 8 sweet signs a dog gives when they love your partner and wants to keep them around. So you have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Here's how you can tell if your dog is okay with this person.
Okay.
Number 1, their tail wags in a certain way. A wag is a yay vote, but a stiff tail is a big nay. So if the dog is wagging his tail happily, it likes your significant other. They offer a sweet lick, like a face or their hand. They seem okay with that. They bring their stick or ball to play fetch with the person. That's another sign.
Mm-hmm.
They sit on a specific side of the car. If you drive around with your car a lot, with your dog in the car a lot to go to the park or something, they give up their space for the new person.
Oh, really?
Oh, my dogs don't even do that for me.
Yeah.
And let's see. Also, they'll sniff your partner's crotch. That's apparently a positive sign.
That's a positive sign.
I mean, they do that.
It's rude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't let them do that.
No.
The solo walk test, they'll go for a walk with the person without you.
Without? Oh.
That's how you know that they passed the test. They don't look to you like, are you coming? Well, I'm not going with the stranger by myself.
All right, 9:19. Let's get to some big boy news and opinioendo. Brought to you by.
Does your company have a process requiring ultra pure water? This is like a lot of factories or food grade facilities. They can't just have water. It's got to be super good ultra pure water. Trust the certified master water specialists at Water Specialties, Inc. for ultra pure water system design, installation, maintenance, or sanitation. Call the experts at Water Specialties, 801-281-4911, or go to waterspecialties.net.
I want some of that. I want some pure water.
Yeah, don't we all?
It'll go with my yogurt, my frozen yogurt. Days after the Job Corps campus in Clearfield announced that it was among those closing after the Department of Labor paused nationwide operations, now many are wondering what's next for the students. Some of them don't have things that they can go back to, and we've got to set them up for the future because they can't go back to the past, said Job Corps safety officer and military liaison Dave Olson. 17-year-old Riley Wilhelm, for instance, shared how she has changed since she became a Job Corps student less than a year ago. I was given 2 options, either boot camp or Job Corps, she explained. She admitted that she was struggling to stay in school and life at home was rocky. It wasn't a very good relationship at home. I decided to come to Job Corps to change my life for the better. And Clearfield Job Corps is now shutting down. Wilhelm had dreams of becoming a diesel mechanic, but now that dream's starting to feel further away than ever.
But isn't this administration keep saying that we need diesel mechanics?
Well, and what I thought they were doing is taking money away from Harvard and saying they're going to put it toward trade schools.
But this is what this does, and they're cutting the funding for that. Yeah. Okay. If this were Obama,
the process is going to be very difficult for me, she said, and here's a kid who's Drew Moses, 10 months away from completing his automotive program where he heard the news. Then he could have been an auto mechanic, but now they're just shutting it down.
And I think Lil Cement Dave has been doing welding classes.
At Job
I think
Corps?
that's
Is that
where
right?
she's been doing that. So I hope she's not affected.
but
by
the
it.
administration says we need welders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's contradictory.
Increased use of buy now, pay later loans may signal shifting consumer habits, but it could also be a troubling sign of financial stress. Tia Hodge with her husband Jason and their daughter Nevaeh at their home in Austell, Georgia. They use the buy now, pay later service to help cover the cost of groceries. They're buying groceries on credit.
Yeah.
This is going to backfire.
Yep. And the DoorDash is doing credit as well. This is also going to backfire.
That DoorDash is expensive already. If you're paying interest on your food, that's
the Rocky Horror Picture Show's early success caught the attention of a lot of big names, like when director Linus O'Brien looks back with his father, the creator Richard O'Brien, on what it was like when the stage show became a hit. There's a new documentary out about it called Strange Journey, The Story of Rocky Horror. Things were taken to the next level when Lou Adler became involved with the production. From the beginning, I had the feeling it was an event and something very, very special by the cast and the music immediately, enough so that I wanted to make a deal that night, Lou Adler said. His vision was to bring the show to the U.S. and stage it at the Roxy Theater in Los Angeles. And that was the perfect place for it, sort of like Cabaret, that you could go beyond sitting in a theater, but you could enjoy the whole experience of it. And back in the back of my mind, I just envisioned it as a film pretty much from the beginning as well. And then Mick Jagger was so taken with it, he wanted to buy the show. Mm-hmm. He wanted to buy the rights to Rocky Horror. It didn't happen.
Apparently, I could see that.
He expressed interest. Him, Lou Reed, and David Bowie all expressed
all of
interest.
Those make sense. Yeah.
To play Frankenfurter.
All of those make sense.
Yeah.
John Lennon wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
After Brian recalls hearing from Mick Jagger and his team inquiring about buying the film rights. Director Jim Sharman advised not to do the deal. With Adler on their side, they had the leverage to get a film made without a big name attached. Let's see. What else we have here? Do we care about Iron Maiden? Oh, you care about Iron Maiden, don't you, Jim?
Sure.
Iron Maiden is asking fans to live in the moment during their shows ahead of the Run for Your Lives World Tour European leg. The heavy metal band's manager, Rod Smallwood, asked fans to transport themselves to the 1980s, meaning to refrain from excessively film the concerts on their phones or tablets.
I bet it's unnerving to be on stage and look out and just see everybody like this the whole time.
And I don't know why people would do it. It's never good quality.
Just enjoy it.
It's never good sound quality or picture quality.
Yeah, he's saying, please, why don't you just leave your phones in your pockets and, you have a better experience.
Yeah.
Let's see. John Mulaney is explaining why he turned down an offer to host the Academy Awards.
It's a horrible job.
I said no.
Ahead of the 2025 Oscars, it was reported that 2 comedians had passed on the gig, with John being one of them. Conan O'Brien ended up hosting and doing a very good job.
I think he's coming back, too.
He is.
He said, I was very flattered when they came to me. Must have been last summer. And I knew Jimmy Kimmel wasn't going to do it. And they offered it. And it was honestly that I had a lot going on.
It's a job where you have to want to do it.
It's
you don't get paid.
Months and months of work.
It's months of work, and you don't get paid. You get to be the host of the Oscars.
Of Conan's hosting, John Mulaney said he came out and he not only was so funny, but he elevated the show to the point that I almost convinced myself I'd seen these movies and I'd not seen one of them. I hadn't seen one of those movies, but I convinced myself. Have you been watching Conan O'Brien Needs to Go?
I listened to his podcast. I haven't watched.
You should watch the travel show. Oh, he did one. We went to Vienna, I guess it was, and they made him up like Sigmund Freud, and it was just brilliant.
He gets into costumes in just about every one of them. He was a Viking once.
Yeah.
And, it was very funny, though.
Yeah, he does he just ad-libs with people, and it's great. Mark Tremonti, you know who that is?
No.
He's the singer for Creed.
Oh, okay.
No?
It says
Scott
Creed's.
Stapp.
Oh, well, I guess he's in the band.
Okay.
Okay. He's announced that he's going to do an appearance at the legendary Belmont Stakes horse race, June 7th.
As a horse.
And
In the hospital?
In a hospital.
He's going to sing Sinatra. Headlining dates for singing Sinatra songs.
Really?
The December gigs will see Tremonti singing Frank Sinatra staples alongside. I don't. Is he going to do it at Belmont? I guess. I don't know. But it's kind of confusing how it's written. But he's going to. He's got several dates where he's going to do a whole program of Sinatra songs.
Back to the Job Corps thing. Couple of things.
Yes.
My aunt is a teacher at Job Corps, and the students have to be out by this Friday. Correction, was a teacher with tons of success stories.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Bay Area mixer driver here from a former Job Corps student. She would have better off going to the military. Very few Job Corps students ever get a job in their field. Oh.
See, that's not what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of people who went to Job Corps and got jobs.
Yeah. And somebody says, Mark's the guitarist. He can sing like Sinatra. I want to hear. Why didn't they let him be the lead singer of Creed then? If he can.
Well, is Stapp still in the band, or was he too crazy and left?
No, I think
he
is.
They were broken up and then got back together.
Oh, okay. So. All right.
Let's see. Hugh Jackman's wife.
Hugh
Jackman's wife, Deborah Lee Furness, has officially filed for divorce. Nearly 2 years after the pair announced their separation. Her filing in New York comes after the former couple revealed their mutual split back in September of 2023. We have been blessed to share almost 3 decades together as husband and wife, but now I'm getting out of here. No. Furness said, and Jackman said in a statement at the time, our journey now is shifting, and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual. Well, he's decided to separate so he could pursue what's her name?
Sutton.
Yes,
Foster.
Foster Sutton. Or Sutton Foster.
Sutton
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So they were in a play together. See.
Oh.
And
they've been seen canoodling about town.
Canoodling, eh?
Yeah. It's there's been a lot of canoodling. He's been romantically linked to his his Music Man co-star Sutton Foster since last year. They met and went public with their romance in January after they had been seen holding hands on a dinner date.
Canoodling.
And then there was the Ryan Reynolds rumors.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I
that's
haven't seen those.
That Hugh and he...
That they were boyfriends.
Oh, that, yeah. No, that's not true.
They're just friends. They're not boyfriends.
No.
I saw another story. So his wife, his now soon to be his ex-wife, has been very circumspect and quiet about it, except in one article she unloaded on it.
Really?
Well, because the story you just read was from a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been separated for quite a while.
Yeah.
So now she's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, he stepped out on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weather?
It's cool and nice today. 64. Only going to get up to 75 for a high. Overnight low 52. That's sleeping with the windows open weather right there. Enjoy that again for a bit. High of 78 tomorrow. We'll be back in the 80s by Thursday, and we stay there through the weekend.
All right. Thank you.
Listen to Radio from Hell at Home when you
Yesterday, we at the end of the show, I had a couple of emails, and one of them was talking about how the writer was saying how much he likes our show, and part of the reason he likes it is that we don't do fake radio voices.
Oh.
It's just our normal voices.
So this is
sort of a. I answered the email, and he just sent back another little tag to that.
Is it of
interest?
Is it
what he wants to
know. I guess.
Email of interest.
He said, I also enjoy the humor of Edward K. Brass, sports announcer and judicial hobbyist.
Judicial hobbyist.
Yes.
Yes.
Ed will be thrilled to hear this.
And then I got this email. Dear Radio from Hell, beloved leaders of radio.
Ooh.
I just received a text message from a random number saying that I owe Utah Toll Services $11 in an unpaid toll. And if I didn't pay it soon, I would be charged $50 in late fees.
Don't do it.
Also in the text message, it had a link to a .com website. Don't worry, I didn't click the link. I went to UDOT's website, and there they have on their news and alerts section details about the FBI public service announcement and about these text scams.
Yep.
On the page, it states Express Lane program does not use text messages to request payment for fines or tolls. I just wanted to spread the word to our friends of the program. For more details, you can see the UDOT website. Just go to udot.utah.gov and look up express lanes and alerts.
There you go.
And if you get one of those emails, do not click on it. You don't. They're just trying to get money and get information, your access to your information.
You had an email?
I have a quick email.
Okay.
Hello, Gina. My name is Joe. I've listened to the show since the 90s in KJQ. The reason for this email is to let everyone know that despite having disabilities, you're able to do anything you can work toward. My wife is on supplemental oxygen and fighting lupus, and she still continues to run 5K, 10K, and half marathons. She's been nominated to be on the cover of Ms. Health and Fitness.
Wow.
Also comes with a prize that would allow her the funds to get her better oxygen equipment. I was hoping you could spread the word. She's currently in 12th place, and I would love to see her win. So if you'd like to vote for Ms. Tori Sutton for Ms. Health and Fitness, just go to mshealthandfit.com, and you can vote for a friend of the program, Tori.
Well, there we go.
That's very nice to do.
There were certainly a couple of emails of interest.
Six.
All right. Is this huh?
I was just going to say this is for Gina.
Oh, is this
Something
sponsored?
for me?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if anybody wants to pay for that. Catch Sleep Theory Friday, June 6th at the Complex. Go to x96.com for details and ticket links.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
Yeah, I am a little tired. It's all right. So I saw this, and it just had you written all over it. 7 things that ER doctors always take on vacation.
I will actually take this advice, whatever it is.
This is from Huffington Post, and they talk to it says, while there's only so much you can do to lower the risk of getting sick on vacation, emergency room docs say it's important to be prepared for certain situations. You don't want to ruin a great vacation with some type of bad event that happens to you.
Yes.
Said Dr. Eric Adkins, an emergency medicine physician at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. Sometimes you can prepare for simpler events. If you're as prepared as you can be, hopefully you can still salvage your trip. So here's some things you should pack.
I'm wondering how many of these I already do because I'm so paranoid about this.
Anti-nausea medicine.
Yes.
All right.
Doctors say that anti-nausea medication should be ready. Always pack Zofran, just in case. I don't know what that is.
Well, and the problem is that's a prescription.
Well, I'm sure your doctor will give you a
But
prescription.
I
for it.
always have it in my carry-on bag on the plane because I've been known to get a little on a plane.
So that's you can get. It says it's only available by prescription, but your primary care physician will give it to you.
Yep.
A bug zapper.
I don't have one of those. A small one, travel-size bug
apparently,
zapper?
Apparently,
No,
the doctor, he says he uses a mosquito zapper racket, but a standalone trap can do the job too. My wife reacts horribly to mosquitoes. Not only a mosquito bites itchy and uncomfortable, the insects can carry a range of serious diseases, including West Nile. So get a bug zapper.
Travel bug zapper.
Tweezers. Always have tweezers.
Yeah, I've got tweezers.
I usually do.
We actually needed tweezers on this trip.
Like somebody get a splinter?
Yeah, somebody got a splinter. Compression socks.
That is what I wear on the plane.
I'm wearing them right now, as a matter of fact.
I love they're little hugs for your calves.
So that's a portable charger.
Yeah.
Always have one of those. I've got one of those right now in my bag. A carbon monoxide detector.
You should carry one of those with you.
There have been a series of headline-making stories of travelers dying from carbon monoxide poisoning on vacation
noticed that, yeah.
over the past year.
Oh.
So,
like in it's usually in Mexico. Because guess what I'm a big fan of? Regulations and things.
They're a little loose about that.
And they're
in
a little loose about that in Mexico.
Which is what makes it such a fun country to go to. I just love it.
All the stairs are different sizes.
It's like we were at the Chicago airport, and I said, my son said, "Would you like a drink?" And I said, "Yeah, but I don't want to go sit in a bar." And he said, "No, I'll just go bring you a whiskey." I said, "You can." He said, "We're not in Utah, Dad. I can bring you a whiskey. But here you can't take your drink out of the bar here at the airport." Let's see, melatonin.
Yep.
Take melatonin.
Especially when you're going to a different time zone. It helps get your body on track for where you are.
So those are the 7 things. But
I do most of them.
Also make sure that you have Band-Aids and pain relievers.
I usually take ibuprofen. I'll take Imodium.
Yeah.
Well,
you take Imodium every day, don't you?
Pretty much.
Because you just don't like to poop.
But sometimes you poop a lot on a trip, so it will. Have you ever been on an airplane ride where you feel that coming on and you're like, this is not good because I'm on an airplane? I better put a stop to this right away.
Probably.
I get up and go to the bathroom when that happens.
No, I want to put a stop. I'm not doing. No.
I hate. No. I had to use the bathroom on the plane once on this trip, and it was just to pee, and it was horrible. Like it's horrible because it's for instance, there's a little sign that says. So I put my arm down to brace myself, and I put it in a puddle of water that's on the sink.
Yeah,
and there's a little sign there that says, "Would you please wipe down the sink for the next person?" But the person who was before me didn't do that.
I've told you this before, and it's so precious, and you're going to hate it. But when I travel with my husband, if I need to use the restroom, and I have not asked him to do this. This is just him and his gentlemanly ways as he moves throughout the world.
What, does he hold your hand?
No, but he gets up and he's like, let me go check and make sure it's okay for you. And he will get up and go in and
approve.
And wipe things down if they need wiping down and then say it's I've not asked him to do that.
So in the hotel, do you go in the bathroom or do you go down to the lobby bathroom?
Depends on what I need to do.
I knew it.
Why? What?
Because she doesn't want to go number 2 in the hotel room.
Because they're right there. And do you know who I learned that from?
You're such a delicate flower.
Do you know who I learned that from? Duff McKagan. In his book, Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses wrote a book called How to Be a Man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's all dapper on the front in a suit.
Yes.
And it's a good book. It's like life lessons on how to be just kind of a, nicer human being. And one of his tips is, when you're in a band and you travel a lot and you end up sharing a hotel room with people, as a courtesy,
go number 2 down in the hotel lobby.
Go down in the lobby.
I just put on the fan and stay in there until it goes away. It'll go away in a minute.
But it's not just that. It's everything associated with it.
What?
There are sounds.
Not if you turn up the radio.
No,
Just turn.
It's a multi-sensory event.
Multi-sensory. Look at you.
It's a multi-sensory event. And I would just as soon my husband think that's something that never happens.
That never happens, exactly.
Yeah, that's why he goes and wipes everything down for you, because it never happens.
It never happens.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm just going in there to pee. That's no big deal.
I don't know where you find a portable carbon monoxide detector. There's not a link here.
Yeah, I mean, you have them in your house, don't you? You can plug them into an outlet.
I think, yeah.
They're not.
They're kind of big, aren't they?
No, not anymore.
And what the other, a bug zapper? I don't know where you get a bug zapper.
That's the question. The portable bug zapper. There must be available.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Let's see. A mosquito.
Yeah, surely there's a link there because Huffington Post does.
This electronic bug zapper will make your summer 1,000 times better.
Yeah. How much is it?
It looks like a paddle ball racket. It's not very big, and it is $50. Set of 2 for $50. Set of 3 for $59.99.
There you go.
I guess they work.
Oh.
All right.
We hope you'd enjoyed another lit.
All right. We will take a break. We'll be back after some messages and a song to crawl towards the exit. Stand by. Salt Lake Film Society.
Yes, these are our friends at the Broadway Center Cinemas. You can go to slfstix.org for all the information about how to see movies on the big screen. I bet some of these you haven't seen before on the big screen, especially when they do their summer showdown. Starts, every Friday and Saturday. This week, it's stop-motion animation movies.
This is a great idea. And it's hard for me to pick. I know the sentimental choice is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
But Fantastic Mr. Fox is a really good movie.
Kind of an underrated film.
Yeah.
You got George Clooney. So the way the Summer Showdown works is butts and seats is a vote for your favorite films. So go to both of them. Give them both a try. Combine or go on separate nights. You can also combine those with the new Wes Anderson film, The Phoenician Scheme, opening on Friday. So Salt Lake Film Society isn't just older movies. They play the first runs, too. You can join the SLFS Red Carpet Club and support retrospectives, film festivals, and cinema events like this. Tickets and movie listings available at slfstix.org.
You can watch Radio from Hell live on YouTube or at your convenience anytime you want. Go to x96.com/live or our YouTube channel.
You don't want to miss this one. Tune in at 10 o'clock for a major concert announcement with me, Fun Bubs. I've got a feeling...
Yeah, we're not doing any Easter because we're
heathens.
Because we're leaving.
Oh,
I think they do.
We fly out on Easter.
I think they do Easter in Mexico.
But I mean, we're like flying.
Well, why don't you organize an Easter egg hunt on the plane?
Hey, that's
on the plane.
A real, a good mom would.
Someone has done that before.
And get all the passengers involved. It'll be so fun.
I'm just going to hide stuff in their suitcase. They can find it when they get there.
Oh,
the chocolate melted.
No, I'm sticking with jelly beans and things that don't melt.
I don't think we are not observing Easter in any way, shape, or form this year.
You could have ham when you get there.
I could. I have a recipe here to step up my ham glaze.
Ooh. Step it up.
A 3-ingredient ham glaze that'll step up your baked ham.
Only 3 ingredients?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, sugar. Or is it?
A brown sugar.
Yeah. Brown sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Water.
Yeah.
And?
Booze, probably.
Oh, like bourbon. Ooh, that'd be good.
I didn't look at it. No. I don't know.
You need to know what that third ingredient is.
I probably already deleted it. I'm sorry, Carrie.
Yeah. Damn it.
Without looking. No, wait. No.
No.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Wait, let's see. I think
You're
I got
teasing.
it.
You're just teasing me.
No,
now.
I think I've got it here.
Is it Coca-Cola?
Wait a minute. Let's see. I gotta go. Lamb recipe. No, 2-ingredient trick for the most
No,
luxurious
that's
sweet
not it.
potatoes.
No.
No, that's not it.
Well, maybe when we come back, you'll have it.
I'll see if you can step up your ham, baked ham. Let's see. I'll look for it.
Oh, this is a good suggestion. This is how I'll celebrate. I'll watch Life of Brian.
Yeah, there you go.
Good suggestion.
There it is. I
Oh,
found it.
Okay.
Okay. Read more. The 3-ingredient glaze
Yes.
that makes ham 100 times
Yes.
better.
Brown sugar.
Okay. Come on, open, you son of a... Okay, there it is.
All right.
This glaze will work with any kind of
Okay.
ham. Half a cup of brown sugar. Third of a cup of water. Well, there are 4 ingredients here.
What do you do?
3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard and a
All right.
quarter of a teaspoon of ground cloves.
All sounds
That's
great.
4 ingredients.
That works.
How to make
Water doesn't count as an
how to make
ingredient.
my 3-ingredient ham glaze? Use 4 ingredients.
That's confusing.
Yes, water's an ingredient because it says cut 1/3 cup water, pineapple juice, or orange juice. So,
We went to Hawaii for Easter when I was younger. My mom hid the eggs all around the hotel room and a couple hidden outside. It was fun.
Oh, okay.
here's a simple tip: you can make the glaze while the ham is heating up in the oven.
Well, sure.
No, really?
Yeah. Boy.
They think of everything, don't they?
There's a reason why they call this Simply Recipes. It's for the simple.
Brown sugar, bourbon, and honey.
Yum.
That's what someone is saying.
That's what I would do.
There you go. That'd be a good one. All right.
So, Bill, you're an Ogdenite, a local that grew up in that area.
Ogden boy through and through.
So my goal in life is I mean, I love being on the radio. This is a great job. I'm a professional announcer, and I have my radio show, and this is great. But what I want to do more than anything is to even just for a few minutes, like a half hour, at the Burger Bar in Roy. I want him to let me go in there and do the number announcements on the PA. 15, number 15. See, I could do it.
Yeah, I've done that sort of stuff before.
23, number 23. Your shake order is ready.
Yeah, it's amazingly satisfying to do that.
Is it?
I don't know why.
I would love it. And I'm serious.
It's like you're the voice of God for
right.
all those fat people standing around waiting for where's my shake?
I want my Big Ben. No, the Burger Bar in Roy. It'd been there forever. Been going there my whole life. I just want to have a turn on the microphone there.
I have a similar dream, an Ogden dream, a similar Ogden dream. I would like to, when I finally stop doing this, to just work at a convenience store in Ogden, like a maverick.
You never worked at Car Quick?
Never did.
All those years ago
No.
when we had that amazing relationship with Car Quick and Stimson's?
I did Car Quick's ads forever and ever.
Yes.
Car Quick, corn dogs. I forget there was some character I did. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Well, let's get you behind the counter at a like a Maverick, and then I'll be the host of the numbers at the Burger Bar, and our dreams will be fulfilled.
Oh, if you and one other thing about Ogden, if you go to at RFH Bill on Twitter, Gina posted this. I don't know where she got it or she reposted
Somebody
it.
found it for her.
Yeah, it's a picture of me in the high school yearbook, and it's a page of people there, and it's the National Honor Society. We were all members of the National Honor Society, which for the life of me I don't remember what that was, but it was some accolade. I think it was just grade point average.
Elite
or something.
smart people, Bill.
But I was wearing perfectly round spectacles, glasses.
You had those for quite a while, actually.
I love those damn glasses.
I think we have
those
in the interstitials. During the commercials, occasionally we have a picture of you with those round glasses.
I'm not sure if it's the same pair, but I know I The first ones I ever had, I found at DI.
Yes.
And they were really good quality, and then I had my prescription put in them. And I loved those glasses.
Well, I've lived all my Ogden dreams, so I got nothing to add.
How
here.
long did you live in Ogden? Four
well,
or 5 years?
The
Roy.
KJQ years, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
all that time.
That's Ogden as far as I'm
Roy
concerned.
is.
Roy,
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, it was essentially Ogden. But lived all my Ogden dreams.
Yeah.
So I'm good. Thank
Managed
you.
to get it out of your system.
All out.
Yeah.
Number 7. See, I could do that at the burger bar.
See,
Please.
he's sitting in for Gina today.
Right.
And Gina is the kind of person who would put this out into the universe hoping that somebody will make it happen.
I just want somebody knows somebody at the burger bar.
One
and
day
you
you
pass
will-
that along to them, and it's going down. I will be there.
Okay.
All I want is I want to be able to film a little videos for social media while I'm there horsing around, and a Big Ben.
All right. There you go. Make it so, universe. Because 40 years ago today,
really,
Brian Ferry released his 6th studio album.
40 years ago, it was his 6th. How old is Brian Ferry?
Look it up.
He's 108.
He's 206. Boys and Girls, featuring Slave to Love, which you've heard. Windswept, and that song, Don't Stop the Dance, which I remember we used to play quite
He's
a bit.
79.
So, yeah.
Oh, God bless him.
He's 79, and the story about him that I always love is he stole his son's girlfriend.
What?
Like, his son's girlfriend left his son for him.
Well, that's terrible.
Wow.
Are they still together?
I don't think so. That's not the kind of thing that sticks, I don't think. That's a guess what I can do. I'm Brian Ferry, and
Yeah.
I'm stealing your
That is one handsome and charming dude. Okay.
So when so we have that Salt Lake Acting Company thing coming up. When is that exactly?
It is, let's see, the 29th.
29th, Sunday.
Sunday the 29th.
We're gonna do
oh, there
a-
I do have it on my
We're
calendar.
going to do a Not Safe for Work podcast before the show, and then we'll be there for the show.
And it's a matinee, right? So I have 11 a.m. here. Is that correct?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be interesting to do. I haven't been to one of their shows for a long time, and
We've done that before where we... So actually, if you're looking for that, and we're going to see in a meeting today if we can put this more easily to find on the website, but if you go to x96.com under contests...
Under contests?
Well, because there's a contest to win a VIP table for
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
But also that is where the link is where you can just buy tickets.
Okay, that's
But that's why I
confusing.
think that
Yeah, we
needs
got to
to
get
be
that fixed.
more prominently placed.
We
on
also
the
got our chat room on the page of the Radio from Hell page, too.
And
What's
are-
with our web department? Good heavens.
are these specially priced tickets?
I would not promise
do
that.
not know.
This doesn't say on here. I know it's going to sell out very quickly. It's not a huge venue.
You know what? They're specially priced tickets because you get the Not Safe for Work podcast
And that's
you get
free,
the
yeah.
show. So you're getting more entertainment for your money. I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do the promo.
Oh, that'll be a second. Wait a minute. I know I have it here somewhere. Well, I get too much email, and a lot of it's from Gina.
Well, I gave you story.
No, I know,
I
it's
sent you
fine.
some
There
good
it is.
ones for tomorrow.
I sent you a news story.
You did?
Did you get that one? I forwarded it from my wife.
I don't think so, but I'll look. I'm not sure.
It's about the Black Wall Street massacre in Oklahoma.
Oh,
well, I understand they're doing a whole celebration of that, and
well, there's something else.
Commemoration.
There. It's a BBC story. I sent
Oh,
to
okay.
you.
I'll see if I can find it.
If you don't find it, I'll send it again.
Okay.
All right. Life is far from perfect, full of things that must go.
Share yours with us. Email your troubles to radiofromhell@x96.com, and we'll fix you right up at 7 o'clock.
I have a thing that must go that's puppy related.
You're in luck. 2-for-1 help. Our vet Josh Davis will be here at about 7:45.
What? Your perfect puppy has a problem?
It's not her. It's a friend's puppy. My puppy is perfect.
Radio from Hell, perfect in every way. Wednesday morning here at X96.
But it is her. But
It is her?
Mm.
What's she doing?
I don't want to talk about it right now. But
Jen-
it may or may not be poop chat. It
Is
may
she
or may
piddling?
not.
Oh, no.
May or may
Is
not
Jen the
be.
trainer on this?
We'll talk about
We'll
it.
talk about it. Okay. Fine job as always, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
My muff is missing.